He's going to kick us off.
Hey, what's up? It's a Toy Kind of Mood, episode 142. I'm Travis Moody, your host today. But there's another host right on the side of May, and his name is Bobby Bay. What's up, man?
What's up, Trav? What you got?
What's going on? Got a lot today. We got Hasbro Pulse 1027 and MCM London, as well as some Halloween-themed things and lots of HasLab stuff. But let's welcome the other hosts on the show, Tony Romo.
What up, dudes? How you guys doing?
Good, man. You ready for your, what is it, a wedding rehearsal dinner thing tonight?
That's the wedding The wedding dinner was yesterday. The wedding rehearsal was this morning. Just got back, got my daughter a dress, and now I'm chilling and like, oh, it's gonna be 5 o'clock. I made it.
All right, you made it, but you're still out.
I made it, and I'm. It's time for one of these. Damn it! It is time.
You're all there. We're all here. Look, it's a drinking party. It's a Halloween.
My guys, yes.
A Halloween weekend, a Toy Kind of Mood party, and it starts with Spec. What's up, Mr. Sarlacc?
What's up? I'm just answering DJ 5 Ash. What's in my glass? A little smoke wagon, small batch.
Nice, beautiful. But hey, let's introduce our. We did have a friend of the show, a special guest. His name is Bobby Behar, but we have a real guest as well today. It's Jason the X from the Super Cool Nerd Show. Welcome to the party, my man.
Thank you for having me, brothers. I appreciate it.
Yeah, when you light up the comments as good as you, I gotta have you just on the show after.
But I rarely make it in because I get up super early to go to the gym, so it's like I have to get in the bed, like, or I won't get up, or I'll be hating life. Those Wednesday shows are rough for me, man. I'm in Texas. You're on you're on the Pacific Coast, so
yeah, we're lucky. Our happy hour is at 4 o'clock while you guys are going to bed. So hey, but what I do gotta say, I know you from Comic-Con, and we had a blast right on preview night. And
dude, it was a pleasure to meet you at the con.
Likewise.
I didn't think it was gonna happen because con is just so hectic and everything's happening. You never know. And somehow we were going to like the same event and had a couple of drinks, got to walk around preview night, purchase some toys. That's a good weekend right there.
That's a good weekend.
It was a great kickoff. So let's kick off your weekend, or at least in the middle of the weekend, Halloween weekend. Let's kick off your Halloween tonight with lots of stuff. But we'll say hi to some folks first. Always here, never late. DJ 5 Ash, what's good? What's up?
What's up, DJ?
What's up, DJ?
My dude.
Sticking fired up. We are firing on all cylinders tonight. We got our drinks loaded. Christopher Sandel, let's effing go for sure. See, didn't swear yet. Waiting 20 minutes. Gun Bunny in the house. Custom Legend. What's up, dude?
My dude.
All right. That's what's up. All right. I guess we got a show to do. All right. Let's get right to it. Jason, you're a big Marvel guy. We'll go right to you because you're our guest. What do you think of these reveals today at MCM London? Kind of Halloween themed, eh?
I'd say so. It's good to see. Of course, everyone's been wanting that Scarlet Spider for a while. Last Stand Spider-Man. I mean, they're just doing what they do with Iron Man with Spider-Man figures right now. Spider Shot's a good addition. Good updated Tombstone. Jack-o'-lantern needed an update. Looks great. I don't have any complaints with this except, no BAF. We're getting charged standard prices, of course. Otherwise, I'm every one of them is going on my Spider-Man shelf. So I've got no complaints. I needed an updated Tombstone.
You know what? We have to let you go because otherwise we don't get views unless we're overly negative and full of clickbait. So, Jason, it's been real, dude. I really appreciate your efforts tonight.
I mean, I said my piece. I mean, yeah, we're not getting a BAF. It seems like they're running out of ideas for BAFs, to be quite honest.
Yeah, and that's crazy.
And this is like, oh, well, we're giving you guys window packaging. You wanted window packaging, right? There you go.
Yeah, well, I'll segue that to Bobby, the other Marvel shill of the bunch here tonight.
Yes.
I kid. Hey, Bobby, if you were to do a BAF in this, could you think of one?
Ooh, I mean, off the bat, I know we just got that giant rhino in this packaging, but if I were to do a BAF, I would do like the mechanical rhino, maybe from the Gamerverse. Make that nice and big, nice and bulky. Who else is in the Spider-Verse we could?
Well,
I
honestly,
know.
we haven't gotten the Mecha Spider from the first Spider-Verse movie.
There we
That
go.
was a good choice. I know people want Penny Parker.
Yep.
That's a kind of a missed opportunity for how many waves now? 3?
I mean, we'll get her in 2 years. When the third movie comes out and she's not a part of it.
I really think that Cyborg Spider Woman thing they released was supposed to be a
It was.
wave.
So
it came in pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Someone actually pulled it apart and said this was actually supposed to be a Build-A-Figure, and they just said, "Oh, you know what? We'll put this. We'll try and get more money." And now it's languishing in clearance. Which, if that had been the Build-A-Figure, that way would have gone, like
Absolutely.
that. But
Right. Yes. Sometimes
I will
that
say
team doesn't make those decisions, unfortunately, right, Bobby?
no. I actually had to defend Dan in a Marvel Legends group because they were doing a meme with him. And I'm like, y'all are acting like Dan is making the financial decisions for the Marvel Legends group. No, that's above his pay grade. That's Hasbro going, okay, here's what you're going to do. Dan is just – I feel bad for Dan because Dan is it's almost like shooting the messenger. Like, don't shoot the messenger. And Dan's the messenger. Like, hey, look, this is what we're doing. Fuck you. Oh, I hate you, Dan.
Oh, man. There goes our cash. Bobby!
Wasn't me, bro. It wasn't me.
It wasn't Romo.
It wasn't Romo. It wasn't. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm actually pretty passionate about this because Dan gets a lot of hate in these chats for absolute zero reason. Like Dan is literally just trying to pump up these figures, and everyone's blaming him, and instead of going, oh, maybe Dan is like an employee of a much larger corporation, who they are making the decisions. But no one thinks about that. They're like, oh, well, this guy is the one, how come Dan is doing this? How come Dan's, setting the price at $30?
Yeah,
you
he's
think
not
Dan and Ryan? Yeah. But yeah, and I'm with Jason. I do enjoy I do like all these. I was kind of intrigued that they already made a Hallows Eve, considering the fact that they just introduced her last year, but cool.
I will say that is some heavy reuse on that jack-o'-lantern, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
But Tombstone looks great.
I do want to jump in. Hold on, guys. I do want to ask Tony. You're very selective with Marvel Legends, but do any of these catch your eye? Are you copping any of these, even maybe just for fodder, for pieces? Anything you see here?
I don't know. I like let's see. I'm not too familiar with Spider Shot or the Last Stand Spider-Man? Is that what it is?
I did pre-order that Last Stand Spider-Man.
Did you?
The Spider Shot is just a Spider-Man from a different reality that he was an assassin, but they didn't want to call him Spider-Man. That's all.
Oh yeah. Man, he looks dope. That's dope. But I'd use him for fodder, and I'm not really making any custom Marvel Legends right now. But he looks sick. I like the look of him, and I think I want to learn more about this cat. But Scarlet Spider. I don't know. I mean, Punk was talking that he loves that one, that style, what's his name? Ben Reilly? That's the Ben Reilly one, right? Yeah, with the hoodie. I never liked that look, but I never really liked the Clone Saga, but that's a cool looking figure right there. He's cool, but just he looks good, and it looks like the best Scarlet Spider that they've made yet. That's the badass. Yeah. That's the badass one they have, the best. And
articulated toes, pinless.
Yeah, the toes. They couldn't have did better. I mean, that hits right there. He's cool, but I might be.
Yeah, Dwight explained that there was like double pinless arms and legs and butterfly shoulders, torso rocker, and inverted ab crunch. Like they went all out on to articulate this one, and the fact that it comes with, I know Bobby's super tough on the accessories, but it's on a vintage card, and the card back quality is good. It's got the cool retro art, and it does come with 2 sets of hands. Now, while webs would have been cool, I really do like it. They also gave him like this the secondary for a sleeveless hoodie, so it's better for articulation. So
right.
I'm cool with this third Scarlet Spider. It's like 3's a charm on this one.
Yeah, he looks great. And then
I pre-ordered it.
What's the other one? The female? Which one is she?
Hallows Eve.
Hallows Eve. I have no idea who that is.
It's a really new character.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Well, it's the
Yeah,
perfect time, right?
She
It's the
looks,
perfect time.
she looks cool. That's a really cool look for her. Whoever that is, that makes me want to learn more about her. Spider shot. And that there you go, man. That Tombstone is the one I've been waiting for. That's my guy. You know me. I need all my gangsters. I love I just recently got the Rose. I got Hammerhead. What's it? Scarred face dude's name? Oh,
Jigsaw?
Jigsaw. The white suit.
I got those as well.
Yeah, the first release, Build-A-Figure Kingpin, and I put him with those and the Chameleon, and I still need that. Who's the old man?
Silvermane.
I just made a custom of him. It looks pretty cool. But didn't the Silvermane come with the box set?
Yes,
I think there's one that did, and that's probably kind of hard to get. I don't know if I'm gonna get the whole box set, but
now
is awesome.
I will say, they in Spider-Man right now in the books, they are bringing back Silvermane and a whole new body. So I would not be shocked if somewhere down the line we get a new Silvermane that's a legit, like,
in a suit or mechanized.
Mechanized.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that Tombstone body could replace the the Hammerhead body for the twins, for the suited twins.
I think he's too big. I think they'd be on steroids, jacked. Like, I think the
too big, way too.
The Hammerhead, perfect, bro. That's my opinion.
Is it?
I mean,
I'd have to see it in person.
Did you put them on those?
Yeah,
on the Hammerhead. Yeah, they look clean.
They do. It's just because it's that 3-piece suit, it kind of makes them look a little thicker.
Oh, I see what, this one's like, he's like busting out of it. This is more tapered. The tapered looks sick. I have that whole run where he's terrorizing Robbie Robertson in Spectacular Spider-Man, I think. There's a piece of way back OG stuff right there.
Mm-hmm.
But, so guys, I got to ask you this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but Spider Shot, I'm not familiar with him. Bobby, do you know? By the way, you got the nice Spidey shirt. It's a Halloween theme, and we're talking Spidey, so you're killing it tonight. Spider Shot, is he the Punisher Spidey?
I mean, I'm gonna let Jason take that, because, like, honestly, I thought that was the Superior Spider-Man from the colors and everything. So when it said Spider Shot, I was like, oh, okay, I need to check out. I think he's from the Spider-Verse. Jason, am I wrong on that?
No, he's he's from 8351 is the universe. He's basically just an assassin. Him and Wolverine started hanging out, and he dumped Mary Jane.
Now I gotta read this.
He doesn't joke around. He just makes like sick comments and everything. He just has no problems.
Okay,
he was recruited during the Spider-Verse saga in the comics, but yeah, he has guns built into his web shooters. That's why he's doing the finger guns there.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, him and Wolverine hang out and kill people. There's your.
I gotta read that. I gotta read that now.
Jason, I think this is the one where there was a like a 3-issue miniseries in the late 80s where Spider-Man almost kills Wolverine.
Yeah,
and then it was a what if, and it was what if Wolverine hadn't killed Wolverine, but Wolverine brings him into being an assassin. I think he hangs out with Black Widow, actually, I think, at one point. Yeah. This is a dope figure. That Last Stand Spider-Man, I did get him.
It's crazy.
Because the last shot, that was from Spider-Man 500, and it's when Spider-Man dies. He actually goes dark. They're doing a lot of dark figures in this, but he kills Kraven. He kills Doc Ock by shoving his tentacle through his heart. And then present Spidey gets thrown into the future, and he's like, hey, I know you're hiding. We could always hide. Just, listen, even when it went bad, Mary Jane still loved us. Don't ever lose her. And then he goes out guns blazing and gets shot.
Well, know who wrote that? Mark Millar. I mean, it's dark.
Of course.
He writes a lot of dark. So Terry Dodson did the art. Great stuff. And that was from about 20 years ago, right? So it's almost like a 20. Okay,
wait, hold on. So actually, Chav, I don't want to be that actually, but actually those you have two different comic books there. and one is Mark Millar and Terry Dodson, the other is J. Michael Straczynski.
Okay. Cool.
Written by
be that guy. That's what we got you here for. The Marvelous.
So real quick. Okay, so the one on the right, one with Spider-Man fighting the Sinister Six, that is from Marvel Knights, and that was Mark Millar. It was a 13-issue run, and there was a great shot of Green Goblin throwing Mary Jane off the bridge, and Peter Parker freaking out because it's Gwen all over again. And he just shoots like 15 webs to hit Mary Jane, saying, "I've run this in my head over and over since Gwen died. This isn't happening again." And then the one on the right, the one on the left is from Last Stand, and that's written by I think it was J. Michael Straczynski during his run with It's not Ramita. I forget who was drawing that, but yeah, that one. Yeah. And it's just a little different because it
looks like Brian Hitch a little bit. Looks like Brian Hitch.
It looks like Brian Hitch. I can't. Yeah, but Hitch wasn't writing it, but yeah, it looks Hitch-esque. Yes, but yeah, I pre-ordered that one because I pre-ordered that one just because I despite the fact that they give us 0 webbings,
the worst one of all. Look, one.
I know that's one I get.
Horrible.
I know. It's I wanted the Scarlet, but it was already sold out on Pulse, and I'm just
Potter.
Jason, did you have something to say about The Last Stand? I thought you were going to jump in real quick.
It's a good thing. I'm kind of everybody else. It's like we didn't get a lot of hands with this. There's that we're trying to skimp here, but hey,
we
got to get some money from somewhere.
For sure. Yeah. And then Romo, this was absolutely your home run. Are you you're gonna absolutely pick that up? Do you pre-order or do you usually wait? What do you do with Marvel Legends?
I'll pre-order him.
Oh, okay.
This guy, I pre-order him.
Well, actually, no, we haven't been able to pre-order him yet.
No, not yet.
It's actually going to be on Monday. So here's the thing: we're kind of cross-pollinating this 1027 with MCM. So just to be clear, guys, going back, let's do this. So this is available now on a pre-order. I pre-ordered it because look at all those accessories, Bobby. You got to be thrilled. You said it's. I know it's a lot of reuse, but Jason said there's a lot of reuse. But I mean. What is it we're getting here? It's the last time we had a jack-o'-lantern was 2016, and so this is an updated one, you know?
Yep.
Is this one of the guys that the Punisher killed?
Yes.
Yes.
For the war.
The Punisher blasted the shit out of him in front of Captain America.
Yep.
Just what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted to join up, right? And he's like, nope.
No. So jack-o'-lantern and someone else, like a jester type, where they were hunting Spider-Man in the sewers and they were beating him up, and Punisher came and like capped them during Civil War, and then Punisher tried to join with Cap, and Cap said no. But Jason will Jason's been watching the show long enough to know my views on like accessories and how they don't give us crap. But look at this. Like this, is this a retooled figure? Yeah, don't care. They give us accessories. Those other Spider-Men, they have the accessories already there. They're not doing new molds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. So this one has the utility belt where the pumpkin bombs sit on them, and then also you can actually take the base off that stand and actually have it so he can chill on it, and then you can also put it on a flight stand. So they're doing a lot with this, in my opinion. For $24, this is good quality. Where these are the Tombstone. I mean, you do get an extra head sculpt, and he is a character that people want. He only really punches people anyway, so you can't get too mad at that. But look at the accessories on that, Jason. Hallow's Eve. That's you getting all those additional heads and hands.
I mean, we're getting a trigger hand, so we can give him a gun at least. He has been known to shoot some people, so. That's about
a good point too. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't come with a gun, but it's Marvel.
Yeah, there's no gun with him, but luckily, there's plenty.
Yeah. Tombstone, his power set is like Luke Cage now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he'll still bust a cap in somebody else.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, I think they did pretty good. This is the big fail when it comes to $24.99. I mean, just. Nothing, and then this is good, solid, because you're getting all that articulation. It's kind of a Black Widow, except you're not getting all the different head sculpts and stuff. So overall, pretty good wave. Before you move on to talk Giant Man, guys that are collecting Marvel Legends. We'll start with you, Bobby. What do you give them for whiskeys for the Hasbro weekend of Marvel Legends? Not including the HasLab, but including just this wave of figures. How are you feeling about it?
For me, a 3. A 3. It's they're good. I don't need half of those. I would like half of them. And if I find them on clearance, I'll get Tombstone, Jack Lantern, and Hallows Eve on clearance. But the 3 Spideys, look, it's like my Iron Man, like Jason said, it's the iron suits. I have too many iron suits. Yeah, I love my Spider-Man. So yeah, I'll definitely get the top 3.
Cool. For Tony?
Oh, out of these, definitely Tombstone. Maybe Jack-o'-lantern and Ben Reilly. They're the ones I don't need.
Cool. And considering
cherry picking.
You're known for your Joe Customs, but you do have a Marvel background, and you're getting 3 out of the 6. They've done something well here. David, we haven't talked to you about Marvel. You're not really collecting it, but if you want to chime in right now, here's your time for Marvel.
I think they all look pretty solid. The Last Stand, it's the same with that Miles Morales that came out in the last wave. When they try and do like the hoodies or the jackets, something about them just kind of looks off. I need to see it in person, but I think that the Spider Shot design looks awesome. I don't know too much about. I mean, I know Scarlet Spider, but I don't know Scarlet Spider. But I think it's a good design. It looks like you can do a lot of different posing with it. Hallows Eve looks like a really cool design. Tombstone just looks evil, and like I said, I'd have to see it in person. Romo's probably right. Maybe the buck is too big, but I think that if it's not, it might be like a good Extensive Enterprises suit for the for the twins. Jack-o'-lantern
or a good bodyguard for them.
Yeah, he's gonna be huge. Look at him in that packet. He's a big dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. If you look at him compared to the other ones, he's towering over even like Jack-o'-lantern's head sculpt.
Oh yeah,
it looks like they're about in the same.
He'll tower over all the gangsters. I think he's the second only to Kingpin, and
he's gonna be like a road pig size almost.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
we're always talking about GI Joe, guys. So all right, cool. We'll move on with. Did you have anything else, Dave? Before we move on.
No,
Okay,
like if
Jason?
I saw any of these on clearance, I don't know that I would get them. Like maybe Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, maybe Spider Shot. But like when the last wave went on clearance, I didn't get anything. Chasm was already gone. If I had seen Chasm for the half off, I might have grabbed that one because that one looks cool, even though I know nothing about him.
Right.
So just real quick, hold on, time out real quick. Just you know, Chasm and how Chasm is Ben Reilly.
That's right.
And Hallows Eve is his wife. They made a deal.
I'm all messed up now.
They made a deal with Madeline Pryor, aka the Goblin Queen, for revenge against Spider-Man and the X-Men. And so she gave Chasm powers and she gave Hallows Eve powers. Yeah. There you go.
Gotcha.
That makes sense why we have Hallows Eve.
Boom. All right, Jason. He loaded you up. He set you up. You ready? Blah.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't hear that one.
You're good, man. Just your final whiskey grade for the Marvel Legends presentations on 10/27 and MCM? How are you feeling about this wave this weekend?
I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5 whiskeys. It's okay. Half of the wave is good. Half of the wave is kind of a miss. So, will it go on my Spider-Man shelf? Likely. I mean, if I get them from Target, if I wait like 2 weeks, they'll be discounted. So,
Right. So I think we're all in agreement. So whatever agreement that this is a great clearance wave, right? Like that's what we're getting out of here. It's a 7 out of 10, 3.5, or 3, actually a 3 out of 5. You guys were saying so a 6 out of 10 wave. It's not bad. It's fine. But after that, it's like, and I'll agree with you guys. I mean, I got maybe 3.25 just because I feel so bad for these guys sometimes. It's like fault that it's $24.99. Like I'm sure they want to include more stuff, so it is what it is. But Tombstone, Hallows Eve and the Jack-o'-lantern did include a lot of accessories, and Ben Reilly with all the articulation. So I go 3.25. But after that, it's like once they showed this, it's like nothing else really mattered. They were able to back it. Our dude Figure God, haven't seen him in a while, but yeah, a lot of people put $200 in the giant man's hands. Were you one of them, Jason? Did you back it or what?
Absolutely. I backed this one day one. I do have an Avenger shelf. I didn't have room to display my old Marvel Legends Giant Man, so I got rid of it in hopes that one day they were going to make it better, and arguably they did, and bigger. It was a $200 HasLab, and honestly, I thought that was a pretty good price to pay for that big figure. Stretch goals were garbage. I mean, there's no way around that. We should have gotten a Wasp. We should have gotten maybe a smaller version of Giant Man, but we got what we got. I think $200 was fair for this, but clearly everybody else didn't think that until the last 24 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Which,
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not buy that many bids came in that much time. Either they were holding them back, or they said, let's dump a whole. I heard somebody say they dumped UK numbers in there all of a sudden, but you can't tell me in the last 24 hours this thing made almost as many bids as it did during its buildup. I can't run with that. Don't get me wrong. I want this figure. I'm happy to get it, but I was like, is this going to be another Robbie Reyes?
Almost, right?
Almost, yeah.
It was very close. I mean, I was leaving work. It was 6. I think that at 6 p.m., I think it was still at like 7,000.
It's like the closest call I've ever seen, really. And I don't really pay attention that much, but damn, right away, just, boop, oh, you made it? Oh, okay.
Yep.
It was like, oh, you got like 5,000 on the last day.
Yeah, it's like, wow. People were waiting for the tears, maybe. Benefit of the doubt, but I agree with Jason.
Oh, so I'm going to actually go to.
I was one of the people that wanted the Hell Charger, even at the price that it was at, just because I thought it was cool.
It was.
But, thinking it's cool and how much it costs is another thing altogether.
Yeah. Hey, look, I even talked to someone who works for Disney and Marvel, just because when I do toy fairs, I run across people sometimes, and we had a side conversation. So I'm not going to mention names, but they were like, when it came to the Engine of Vengeance, it should have been the classic, and he's in that committee, but he's not making the final decision. He's like, it should have been the classic Ghost Riders. We should have got the damn horse. We should have got Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch, and it should have been. It was the 50 or 60 years of Ghost Rider, whatever it was, the anniversary.
It was the 50th anniversary of Ghost Rider.
They did it wrong. They did it wrong in my eyes.
Was it 50 or 60?
50.
Oh,
50 years
50.
of Ghost Rider. You celebrate the legacy. You don't just put in the newest character that the least amount of people know about. Or Robbie Reyes is dope, but when you're saying this is the legacy of Ghost Rider, the 50 years, you can't just have Robbie Reyes when Johnny Blaze has been in 2 movies. Danny Ketch has had so many damn comics, and like they've had so many comics together, the Spirits of Vengeance and everything. And then you're just, it didn't. They had to know that this was gonna fail. But where Giant Man was, they were like, okay, well, let's not put anything behind a paywall, because we had all those characters that didn't exactly go with Ghost Rider. They were just horror tinged. So they're like, okay, well, they're more X-Men, but because they're in the horror vein, let's put them behind a paywall.
The only character that went with that Ghost Rider was Mephisto.
Yeah, that's it.
That was it.
Not the Goblin
So
Queen.
how is it?
No.
Right. So how is it the 50 years of Ghost Rider? More like 50 years of just spiritual Marvel,
Pretty much.
dead spirit.
Put Dracula
stuff.
in there. Why not?
Yeah. Right. This is exactly it. This should have been the 2 bikes, the horse, and the Engine of Vengeance.
It would have flew off that.
Went
It
to
would have flew
retail.
out of there.
Exactly.
I would have bought all the.
I would have done it.
All that.
Yeah. And I agree with KJ here. Shout out to KJ. He was on last week. If you missed the episode, go check it out. At least timing Giant Man with 60th anniversary, and I did a 60th anniversary ranking. That promotion did make sense, and the timing was great. It was just a matter of inflation and people not knowing, really digging the throwback stuff. Do you think that was the part of what took so long? I'll go with you, Bobby. Giant Man maybe because he's a classic Avengers and people are just kind of buying the newer stuff? Do you think that was the problem, or what was the issue until the last day? Or just people waiting? Inflation? What is it? Tell me, what was the?
But I think it's inflation. I think the fact that you have a lot of people buying multiple lines, and so we just got the Dragonfly, and so that's kind of like why I tried back in this, so I just couldn't swing it. But I don't know. Like I've got classic Cap. I've got classic Hawkeye. This is Giant Man is one of those characters where everyone's like, oh, who? We know Ant-Man. Everyone knows Ant-Man thanks to the MCU. But if you ask just anyone on, a casual collector, who's Giant Man? Like, I don't know, an Avenger.
Do you think it's like Andre the Giant?
Right? The guy that beats his wife.
Like, if you don't know Giant Man, you better check your Marvel card at the door. To me, well, that's Avengers, baby. But I get
he's classic Avengers. But Hank Pym hasn't really done anything in the past 5 years other than get joined with Ultron, right? So like,
besides be like 60 different iterations of himself.
Exactly. Like the man has multiple personalities. Which
they could have included a new Yellow Jacket figure with this.
Yellow Jacket. Exactly. I was waiting for that one.
But that's the thing, Jason. They wanted to keep it at $199, and they basically told you from the get-go, there's absolutely no way we can go below $200 if we include anything else. But we're looking out for you guys. It's inflation. We're trying to keep our HasLab low. The Engine of Vengeance might have been too high. It had the paywalls that people complained about. So we're just giving you the best HasLab we can give you. Unfortunately, we can't go too crazy because we're trying to keep it under $200. So that
I feel like they were at least straight with us at the beginning, and that was enough for me, honestly. I think you are getting your value for $200. There's a lot of jointing that goes in here. There's a whole lot of tooling that went into this figure. So I think it is worth the $200. Inflation is the thing. So
I want to ask the panel, and anybody can jump in. Do you still think it's worth $200? The fact that look at those numbers.
Yes.
We're only hold on. We're only 111 backers short of the scroll head, and we did not hear from Dwight, Dan, Rhino. Here we go. 1027 is pre-recorded, but at MCM London, they did not even mention the fact that the scroll didn't make it by 111 backers. I mean, that is so close. That's something that should be addressed when you're that close, especially when there was like 5,000 backers or 6,000 on the last day, right, Bobby?
So here's the thing. I know that they probably won't address it just yet, but look, they can't do the scroll head, and I'll tell you why. It's if they do it, then you'll have next HasLab. It'll be a few hundred short, and like, oh, but you do it for Giant Man. Why won't you do it for this? HasLab. Why won't you do it for this? Like they have to stick to.
People will wait, right? People will wait.
You cannot waffle on this.
No, you can't. And look, here's the thing. Like, look, like when I used to teach, I used to grade. Like, look, this is your grade. Now, like if you do extra work, blah blah, then I'll bump you up. But if you don't do it, if you don't put in the, I'm not bumping you up just because you're so close. Same thing here. Like, oh, it's like $1 late. I'm sorry. Like the scroll head is not. They're not. Hasbro will not put in the money to make a head because they're 100 short.
They've only done this one time before. They did it on the Hero Quest campaign, and I only know that because I backed it. And so the Hero Quest campaign, I don't remember how short they were, but they were super short of hitting the final tier, which was a dragon minifigure and a quest that was written by what's his name, Joe, whatever, the guy that just divorced.
Joe Mag, whatever.
Yeah,
something.
Manganiello.
Manganiello.
Joe Manganiello, Deathstroke,
and for all funded. We didn't get the last tier, and then like a week later, they sent an email out and said, "Hey, good news, everybody. We're gonna throw in the last tier for you guys." So that's the only time I've ever heard of HasLab throwing in a tier, and that was, I don't know, 3 years ago.
Yep.
Cool.
And probably because it didn't cost him much. Manganiello had written the thing, it's print, and then whatever the cost of the miniature it is, which is probably pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
Right. Cool.
Like,
Good point. I think
I'm-
we're good. Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, and DJ has a great point here. 111 unit shorts equals $22,000. Hasbro is cheap as hell right now, and they're not gonna.
You could swear now, Bobby. You've already ruined it in the first minute. So
It was actually 6. Thanks very much. I waited 5, but no, look, they're not that, and actually put it's integrity of the campaign. They're not gonna just go, oh, because what we talked about last week is that the fanboys are expecting certain things now, and if they give an inch, they'll take a mile.
Right.
So next has like oh, well, you did this last time. Like, no, you can't do this.
Well, would you agree with me, Jason? If there were 11 backers short, you got to do it.
No.
11.
No, absolutely not.
No.
You stand
You
firm.
guys are brutal.
I'm sorry. This is where the community gets spoiled sometimes, and they get that we expect this. No. If you give in one time, it's like a spoiled child. You give in one time, they throw a fit or a tantrum.
Agree.
It's coming from a father or any other fathers in the chat. You give in one time, you are screwed for the rest of your life because they know you'll have that breaking point. You stand firm. You don't give in. If it was one short, I would say don't do it. That's how adamant I am about not giving in or caving in to unreasonable fan pressure.
This is where I like Jason. However, I will say, if we were 11, if they were like 11 short, Hasbro would just like fudge the numbers. Just fudge it. We'll go over. We'll go like, oh, you made it. Good job, fans. We'll fudge it. But no,
just force somebody else to buy another one. There, you want to get to that one. Somebody out there will, I can't let this happen, and they will buy another one. Somebody with more money than me.
Exactly.
Cool. All right. I think we're all marveled out. We gave our whiskeys. We talked to Giant Man, but I think it's Joe time. It's go time. It is Joe time. Let's go. Yo, Joe. And just as before this, some jerk did a little review, and that's why he was up till 4 a.m. bringing the goods. Did a little Spy versus Spy, reviewed Chuckles and the Crimson Strike team, did a little comparison. Not too little. It's a half an hour long, but there's a lot of accessories. Had to cover them all, had to compare, had to have a lot of fun. So go check out my review of that after we're done or tomorrow, whenever, this weekend. But wanted to bring something special to 1027 this weekend. So, yo, Joe, time. It was a Cobra unboxing weekend. It's pretty much what we got from Lenny and Emily, and I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with Cobra unboxing and G.I. Joe unboxings this weekend. Before we even get into all the goods, guys, were you guys cool with just unboxings and not like 100 million PulseCon reveals, or did you want more? I'll start with Tony.
That was fine. I was okay with it. I was cool. Unbox that thing. Let show us, show us what we're gonna do with it. Will you do it on screen? That's cool. I was totally fine with that. I did not mind.
Awesome, David.
Yeah, I was good with the unboxing. I was watching it while I was at the gym. My only complaint about, and I saw it with, who was the bigger complaint with? I think it was with the Transformers team. Whoever was directing the segments, whoever was the guy that was in charge, that was sitting there going like, cut to camera 3, cut to camera 4. They were terrible, because there would be times where clearly they were playing to the overhead camera and they're just hanging on this shot. And it's just like, what do you guys like? Is somebody not paying any attention to like what's going on and like where what needs to be? You're screwing up all your angles. And that was and you could tell like Lenny was looking at the monitors, and because he was trying to figure out where stuff needed to be while they were asleep at the wheel. And then like when they were on the Transformers panel and they were doing the Code Red figure, like they just stayed on that front shot the entire time while the team is sitting there opening the box, and all you're just sitting there seeing this lip while everything's inside, and they needed to be on the top-down camera. That was my only complaint.
And leave it to you, obviously, Hollywood cameraman, to be real technical with Hasbro. It's funny because in the notes I have here during that unboxing, that during the Vamp one, we'll get to that in a little bit, of course, but I said, I
Oh.
love the outstanding use of the overhead camera for the unboxing. Did you guys notice that they had the, that vertical camera? Dave, I'll just stick with you on that. How'd you feel about that? That was cool, right?
It's good. I mean, it takes a lot of pressure off the hosts of having to like try and tip the box or have stuff fall out. It's not an uncommon angle to have. I've done cooking shows. We always have a camera up over the stove. If you watch a lot of YouTube reviewers or whatever, a lot of them have a setup where they usually have a top-down camera.
I haven't seen too many G.I. Joe reviewers use that angle, though. That's why it kind of caught
not
me.
that
Maybe
necessary, but when you're dealing with a product that was as big as the Hiss, that top-down
There you
camera
go.
was pretty good.
Nailed it.
I use a top-down when I like build model kits online. It really helps.
Yeah, like it's because it stays out of your way, so your hands are free to do what you need to do, and it gives a more unobscured angle as opposed to like if I'm sitting here building a model kit like this and the camera is from my viewpoint, then you're seeing my hands more than you're seeing the kit. Whereas if you're coming at it from above, there's a whole lot more to see what's going on.
Yeah, I like that overhead look. I think Allison Troy uses it when she's coloring, and Mark Von Cannon Gridiron, he uses it because he's got all the loadouts to show you.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I enjoyed watching the unboxings. That was enough for me. I mean, the Vamp and the reveal behind that was more than enough to make me, and to only have that as a pre-order with the cost, and then to see the unboxing of the Hiss was great, and see him have fun and put it together. I mean, the thing that makes those are Lenny and Emily's energy together. They're very simpatico.
Just having fun. Yeah.
And they have the setup for it. They've, we've watched this evolve over the past few years. The cameras have gotten better. They've gotten more of them. They've gotten the different angles. Now they just need to have somebody in the booth that knows what the hell they're doing when they're calling the shots.
A director, if you will.
It was a new thing. Maybe they had some growing pains with it as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Hey, Bobby, did you watch this unboxing? I know you lived that very busy married life on the weekend, but were you unable to check out the Hiss tank?
Some of it. I caught some of the unboxing, but very little. I was busy with the new job, so I haven't been able to watch all of it yet. Thank you.
Congratulations! Well, hold on, guys. We got to congratulate Bobby. Just got a great new job, and he no longer has to drive away like I do all the time.
Yes.
Hey! Cheers to that. Let's have a drink.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
But you have to give the car back, right?
Yes.
I get this Halloween beer, baby. Let's do it.
So here's the thing. I'm with Spec on the angles. Like, I stopped watching if you go to which was it? No, this annoyed me so badly.
That's upside down.
It's upside down for us.
Yes, it's upside down. So if they just it annoyed me so badly.
I don't know any streaming software that someone couldn't have 180 that camera real quick and gotten that fixed. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna let you have that one, bro.
Yeah.
It took me out. But here's the thing. Look, I saw this, at Comic-Con last year. It's a beautiful piece of work.
Beast. It's a beast. Yeah.
It's a beast. That Cobra Commander, as soon as this comes in, I'm sending it off to get graded. I'm not messing around with it getting bent up. I'm going to send it off to get graded, put it with my Destro signature. I'm so excited for this to come in. I'm already like, all right, I love my sideshow figures. They're going on to another shelf on the wall, and my beautiful Hiss tank will be going right next to me on here. Look at that. Look at those.
Yes, sir.
That was before they obviously decided to go back to the plastic boxes and all that. So we'll talk about that a little bit, but at least we're getting she definitely was adamant about you're getting a thick cardstock like your Marvel Legends and your Star Wars stuff, and obviously it looks really good. And I actually for a box set like this. I don't mind this packaging, and it's got the Ron Rudat sign stuff. So I think it's cool and slick for this set. And of course, moving forward, we're going to start having the old school packaging once again.
So we're getting crew, driver, and gunner. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're getting the whole shebang. But so
Love it.
everybody here obviously has ordered one or two of these. But I mean, do we have any? You know, we can move on. But do we have any last
Three.
thoughts on
Oh, actually,
Hasbro
I
HasLab?
do have a question.
you
Real quick.
absolute
'Cause I
psychopath.
What happened?
No, he said he ordered 3 of them. You absolute psychopath. I love you.
Well,
Oh, who ordered 3,
No.
Dave?
yeah,
Oh well, I'm surprised he didn't order 6. That rich bastard.
one to keep, one to piece out,
Okay.
and
2 to
I'll
piece out.
figure out what I want to do with the third one if I want
Stop
to keep
lying,
that
you
one, if I wanna-
scalper. All right. All right, Bobby. All right, Bobby.
just because I didn't watch all this and it's in my queue to watch eventually. So Ron is signing all the ones that did the like the early special, or
I think that's a print signing. I don't think we're getting
Yeah.
like a signing
Okay.
one. You'd have to meet him to sign one. I don't think he does many conventions either. So good luck with that. But I think that's
Right.
just part of the box.
that's okay. That's what I figured. I was just
I just
curious.
think it's a nice touch. You know, that's all. I think
Oh,
it's
I think
cool.
it's wonderful.
All right, cool. I think we're good with that. All right, let's get to these are funny. Look, Baldy Locks, my dude, man. That's my road dog. $99 is cool, but 100 it's like that $1. This is off the whole community. I love it. But yeah, this is the main event of our entire show, and we're getting to it right away because Romo's got to go. So I'm going with you, Romo, so that way you can get rested because I know you got a big wedding weekend. But what was your initial thoughts of this unboxing of Vamp and Clutch?
Well, somebody leaked the pictures early, right? Remember?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
GI Shark, our buddy, and then there was a couple other people. In the community, you know, just floating
Yeah,
stuff around. I guess they had
Yeah.
they accidentally showed it on YouTube. I don't know. I don't
Right.
even know. I wasn't even paying attention.
It
I
was
saw
put in like a
Facebook, yeah.
playlist, and somebody found the playlist.
Oh yeah, dude, and it's incredible, man. It looked way better than I thought it was gonna look like, and wow, dude, it's crazy. All the accessories, the KC lights, the tarp, the tools, the whole look of it. Clutch looks dope. I already started, wow, he's, rock and roll from the waist down, and the rest is Outback. You know what I mean? And I'm not mad at it. It's perfect. The vest is great. Helmet looks good. Even the full facial helmet is awesome. And it's not a head sculpt, it's a helmet that goes over him,
Yeah, right there.
So
on the
is
left.
it? I missed that part.
Yeah, that's a whole helmet. That's awesome. The jerry cans, the fire extinguisher. I would have gave him an AR or something else. I'm not mad at that. I have like
Well, hold on,
so
Romo.
many
Hold on.
weapons,
Check it out.
Okay. Go ahead.
Romo, I gotta stop you. I'm sorry, but look on the right, window packaging, baby. It's
Window
back.
packaging.
Uh-huh.
Right there,
Right
the
next
first
to
one.
that. Right next to that ferret in the background. Look at
Oh
that.
yeah. Oh yeah. We'll talk about those Easter eggs in just a sec. But I mean, overall, I had to point out the fact that and Emily was excited to be like, hey, look,
Plastic
you guys, you
packaging,
complaining
buddy.
bastards. Here you go.
Yeah.
This
But
is
yeah,
classic Joe right here. Love it.
He's got his tats on. I'm used to the comics. I'm used to him hanging out with Rock and Roll and Breaker. And there you
Easter
go.
eggs, baby. You wanted
Easter
to talk
egg
about
over
it.
there. I don't know. It's that Cobra doesn't know what's going on. It's behind. Neither does Clutch.
What are we thinking?
Yeah.
Guys, what are we thinking about the ferret driver now? Let's just talk about it, right? Jason, we'll go with you. You're our guest.
I mean,
That's a
from what we're
motocross
getting,
in there,
we're
it
getting
looks
definitely
like,
an
huh?
ATV style.
Oh, is
helmet.
that? I'm sorry. Hold on. What was that, Tony?
Oh, it just looks like a motocross helmet from here.
Right. Exactly.
Doesn't it?
Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah,
it does.
absolutely. That's a new helmet. We're getting that classic Cobra gun there, but I mean, I still just love looking at the ferret right there. G.I. Joe has always been about vehicles, and at 6 inches, we're not going to get a lot of vehicles. So anything I can get I'm taking. Okay,
Definitely.
we're not
Look
getting
at
a
this,
Sky
the
Striker.
upper right corner. It is another look, and it's probably the ferret driver. A lot of people are calling it skinny RoboCop and stuff, but we have a better look right there. See, look, it does look like RoboCop.
It looks like it's
Oh, a
good,
little bit.
honestly.
This was my favorite shot of all the promo pics. I just love this
Yeah.
one. The
I
atmosphere.
wanted to
Yeah.
get a nice close up.
Yeah, he got Clutch to wreck, and Clutch has got the helmet on. That looks dope.
How
right
cool
there,
is
man.
it, right? And then right there, like we damn it, Matt Cohen. Who is this? You're killing
Good old
us.
Clutch. Good old Clutch. He wrecked it. He self-extricated.
All right,
He kinda
let's,
looks like,
He's ready to bust caps in somebody.
It kind of looks like that Mandalorian episode where there was like half of a guy at a door, and they ended up cutting it out of there. He wasn't supposed to be there. That's the
It was,
problem.
yeah, the crew member that was hiding behind the.
The half a person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, that happens more often than you'd think.
it was a.
I'm
it
sure
was a
my
good
ass
event.
has been in some shots that I didn't intend for them to be in.
Yeah.
Sure, but hey, you know what? I just want to cut back to a comment real quick because we're getting all this stuff and we saw how great it is. David said he saw that, and what's up, David Warren Hernandez? Just awesome dude. The
DW.
vamp came in under what he thought. He thought it'd be 125, and
He's
we
over the
did it
moon with that.
right because we did our prediction show. I think almost everybody here, but Jason was on it, and we were all like $80, and I was like, I think I know from a source that it's 99. But you know, we were kind of, and I was okay with 99, but some of you guys were like 79. But now that we've seen it, don't you think it's worth 99, or are you mad that?
Oh, big time.
What are the
Yes.
thoughts on the price, guys?
I say big time because Clutch is what, 25, 27 by himself, maybe?
Well, and he's
Oh,
got the
hell
additional
yes.
head sculpts, all those accessories too. He's almost like a kind of not a deluxe like Snow Job, but like a Kamakura deluxe where you got the extra stuff kind of thing. So he's almost like not a $25 figure. I'd say like he's a $30 figure, and then
There
it's
you go.
100. So what are you getting?
Even
That's
better.
$70 for the vamp, right?
You got an extra helmet. I guess you could kind of fudge that price a little
All
bit.
right. Well,
Dude, you could tell.
I mean,
You could tell on the when Lenny was when Lenny was talking about the little bars on the top crossbar. Everybody knows that's an oh shit bar.
Oh yeah, the oh shit handles.
that's right.
Even
man.
Emily
I
was like,
thinking-
I know what it's called. It's called the oh shit bar. Those
That's
are cool.
right.
Roadblock
Do we
can fit in it. The bigger guys can fit in it. It's pretty badass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, he did say rock and roll Roblox could fit. So we're all cool with the 99. We're not upset
Yeah.
with it. I think it's
mine.
solid value. I mean, it's vamp equals 3 figures. I think that's perfect, right? I mean, if you think
Perfect.
about it, right?
Yeah,
Love it.
and the engineering that they put into it.
Yep.
Like,
You can have other
Right.
people hanging on to it too. I mean,
Yeah.
it works for
Oh,
me.
yeah.
Right? $100, easy
Oh,
done.
dude, hell yeah! Because then here comes the desert. What's the desert vamp called? Just the Mark II? Is that all?
there was a Vamp 2, then there was a 6-wheel Jeep that was the Desert Fox.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
the Stinger.
You know, this will
Stinger's
become the
gonna
Stinger.
come. So 5 whiskeys
David
for that
says he's
damn
gonna buy
vamp,
'em
bro.
all.
5 whiskeys for that vamp and clutch. That's cool.
I'll drink to that.
I didn't ask for the whiskeys yet, guys. We still want to look at some pictures,
I don't
but I
care.
guess we all
It's
agree
mine.
it
You
is
know
5.
what it is.
Who we fooling, Tony? It is a Bobby. What do you think of Clutch?
I got him as soon as I could. I pre-ordered him. Look, the Jeep itself is wonderful, just design, tooling, everything. Clutch looks dope as shit. I'm definitely, him and rock and roll. Yeah, boom, like it's automatic. Like they're going in the vamp.
Yeah.
And watching that, like it was weird. I actually watched that more than the His Tank unboxing.
Yeah.
I mean,
too.
because I'd already seen the His Tank. I already saw like when we were there, Trav, like watching like do the lights on the wall and everything. I'm like, all right, I already know the His Tank. It's coming soon. I'm cool with it. The vamp, know nothing about it. Don't know much about Clutch. I'm gonna check this out. And they're like, okay, here's how it looks all together. I'm like, okay, there's a lot going into this vehicle that otherwise, like if it had been like just the Jeep, like but everything we get with it, look, it's spectacular. It's amazing. It's dope.
Yeah, and then we got this comment right on cue. The helmet clutch is bearing, has that motocross look, but with the fangs on top. So obviously that's pretty cool that they would give that motocross thing, but still keep it with the Cobra sensibilities. You know what I mean? So actually, this is for you, Romo, because we've gotten a ton of comments on this and customs. Look, he can't wait to see all the customs and any third party support. What do you think? We're getting a lot of comments about that. What do you think Gridiron could do? What do you think even you could do? Or are you maybe now you'll need two because one looks great enough and then you'll need one to suit up, right?
That's what I was getting at. If I ever get two, I'd beat one up. I think I would make it weathered, make it have one, really clean and weather one up, beat one up a little bit. Not crazy damage, but just weather it up a bit. And Gun Bunny, my boy, he's probably gonna make a Tiger Force one.
He just says he ordered 6.
Yeah. He's gonna make a Python Patrol one, a Tiger Force one.
I'd love to have at least 2. It's just it's the space more than the price at this point.
Right. Yeah. That's only why I went with. Oh well, I went with a couple just in case. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to keep. So there you go. Tiger Sting, Dreadnought Stinger.
That is
Stinger
easily customizable to a Stinger. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Von Cannon's gonna make some kind of crazy loadout for this thing. Take the 2 Modusas out.
Hasbro's gonna turn this into a Stinger next year.
It'd be insane.
Inspect
motorboat.
Oh yeah, Jason. So here's a great comment right here. I mean, it was a $70 no figure for a Fortnite
motorboat.
The damn Fortnite motorboat that's like $20 now, and people are using them for the Copperhead. And now it's, $99. Yeah, it's just the new $100 is $40. Like we're living in those times,
That Fortnite boat was crap, though. Come on.
But it was great to
be an Ollie's
great fodder.
It's great for customs.
Great fodder.
It's great for customs. It's a lot of fun,
Right on.
Yeah.
DWH got me one.
Joe? Yeah,
I turned it into a Python Patrol boat.
Yeah. Why are all the drivers coming with shotguns? Come on now. It don't matter.
Look at that.
He's got 250 cals. He doesn't need a shotgun. I mean, he doesn't need
he's got a shotgun. That's what I'm saying. Like, why you got a shotgun?
If somebody's gotten that close, they need to be hit with a shotgun. That's I said.
There you go, Jason.
Yeah, you got to open some doors some way, right?
If you can't run them over or shoot them with those 50 cals, it's time to use a shotgun or a sidearm. Okay.
And there's this 60th anniversary figure right next to Clutch.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep. Mr. McFly, we got you, bro. We got your back. Hey, we got a legend in the house in the chat. Vlad, what's up, man?
Vlad?
Vamp, you bet it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. That anniversary figure's got a saw. Jerry can. Time for Clutch to
so what do you guys? Jason, we'll go with you real quick. What do you think of this helmet? I'll tell you, it's giving me the Conquest vibes on the side, and then some people even said it's like Raphael Ninja Turtle, like because he's got the red kind of visor.
That might be a stretch, but I do see the Conquest teeth on there, which I want to say right now, we are never getting the Conquest in classified. If we do, it'll be a happy day.
Ooh, I don't know.
That's a challenge.
We would get a Sky Striker before we get a Conquest. Come on, boys.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. All right, maybe.
Smaller though.
Smaller jet. I think it's more.
The Conquest is smaller, but the Sky Striker is more iconic. Okay,
of course. I roll with that. Yeah.
But I would also say that like I remember when the Conquest came out and everybody was like, dude.
I know it's sick.
It's got swept
wings, like, and that became the new jet to get.
That helmet, it overtook the Sky Striker. I'll admit.
That helmet, man, he looks like it's a cross between the Steel Core helmet and Breaker's helmet.
Yep,
that's what I'm getting from it. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that too. Hey guys, before we move on, we got a special clip thanks to our guy Bobby. And shows you the functionality of this thing.
Now there is no sound, but
good.
Yeah. We can talk over it. All good.
Okay, good.
He's hitting it. He's hitting the dumps right there. He's hitting his 3-wheel motion.
That's good when that's the date night.
We'll show it again. Bring it back.
That's when you drive up to Lookout Mountain
I mean,
with your date.
all jokes aside, suspension on this thing is great. You had to
Oh,
put that on there. I
That's
think
amazing.
they
Great
made a
job.
Vamp 2 and the newest 3 3/4 line of GI Joes, and I have that one. And it had the you got to have that now. You can't. Cowabunga, no.
I get it. Like I see the OG Ninja Turtle head in that with the way the Conquest mouth is.
The way their teeth were on the old school
Yeah.
figures, yeah.
And the only reason I also go with that as well is the fact that in that Deadpool Bob 2-pack, we got him a shout out.
Oh yeah.
Chaz the Guru in the house. We've used your memes all night, brother, and here you are. You just took the chat by storm. He's eating a dreadnought ass after this.
I'm the
run.
one that hit that comment to show.
He's eating some ferret ass for sure.
No.
Oh man, good stuff, guys. Great stuff.
Oh
Look at this.
lordy.
Look at this. Baldy Locks is in the house too, and this was his little funny meme. He's like, he's digging for something. There it is. He's got some loose change to fund the HasLab.
But that's
Oh.
it with the hood open. You know,
Oh,
that's the other
shit.
thing that they mentioned. They didn't show it, but like the removable engine.
Yep.
They made it such a modular vehicle that the possibilities for diorama photos or just playability or displayability, the shifter, the fact that the shifter moves, like just so many little cool details.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
when you play with the original ones, be it the
There you
Vamp or any of the other vehicles, like how many times were you like, man, I wish the shovel like actually came off. I wish that
Right on.
you could do something with the gat, like, and now you can.
So I actually
Oh, that's
have.
nice. That was a nice
Just a
photo.
great
Oh,
piece
the
there.
dashboard.
I love that. Like, look at the details on the dash.
Yeah,
Like,
you-
everything about this.
Yeah, you can remove the KC lights if you. Oh man, are they still called that? KC lights. They're awesome.
No, I mean,
Man.
Gridiron will make LED bars for it instead.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
but check it out. Spec was right in the video. They talked about the hood popping up. It had the block engine
Spec.
inside. The windshield folds up and down if you want to shoot through it and stuff. And then obviously they were showing off the front tow hitches and then the
Very
towing
nice.
hooks on the front bumper. There's a rear trailer hitch as well, as we could see right there too. So that was really cool. And then obviously they hinted in the video about the MMS, the mobile missile system, the ground to air missile launcher, as he talked about.
This
That
is-
was really cool.
Is Gridiron
This is
Studios
gonna
gonna
crush
beat them
that
to it
old-
is the question.
This is gonna crush that other soccer mom vehicle somebody's bringing out.
Oh, shots fired.
Shots
Come on now.
fired.
Oh man, I got ammo, brother. I got ammo.
Did you guys also notice that they showed reflective decals on the? You can't see it in this picture, unfortunately. Maybe we could see it in the other. Reflective
rearview
decals
mirrors?
on the side
Yeah, the
mirrors.
side
Yeah.
mirrors and the rear
Oh, I
mirrors.
didn't-
Yeah.
Oh, there it
look
is.
at that.
There it is. You can see it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice little detail.
Eat
I
that.
appreciate that. Like, I
And
wouldn't
then,
care
I
if it wasn't there, but now that I know it's there, I love it.
Yeah. Just look at the deco on the dash itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just it's
You got
the radio tuner
Wow.
flashlight. The
Speedometer.
shifter moves. You can't see it in that picture, but you can move the shifter with his hand, and yeah, it's dope. That fire extinguisher pops on the back too, so I think it's right. Yeah, I don't know if you could see. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, just so much going on, and then you could see the twin barrel turret with the ammo boxes and everything,
The
and
Mod
so yeah,
Deuces,
just
yeah.
real cool, man.
Axe.
Real cool.
Just another bladed weapon to fuck up some cobras with.
Fuck them up.
Those gas cans on the back, they can
Jerry
come on and off,
cans.
and then there's a rescue axe
God,
that
dude.
also pops on the front with that brown box is a tarp they were talking about too. So
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Gun detail and a tarp detail and
Got a winch.
yeah.
Oh yeah, working winch. Yeah.
Working
Right,
winch.
yeah.
Not cup holders.
What? No
Sorry.
cup holders. Never mind buying this damn thing.
Can't buy it now. You gotta hold your
Yeah.
beer, Clutch.
So as far as Clutch himself, gotta love the mix of the the olive drab and the brown, right? I mean, it just looks
Yeah.
really good. Really good,
Really
different
good.
green on the shoulder and the t-shirt. So really, he really pops because he was always kind of just a plain figure. You know, he's just a OG
Yeah. Now you
13,
can stick
nothing
some.
doing. And they gave him some personality, right, Tomo?
Yeah, you can stick his tools on his little belt on his right thigh. He's got looks like a flashlight, and that's something else, and is that adjustable wrench right there. It's nice, bro.
Isn't that
In 30
CoverGirl's
years, we
gun?
decided,
Tony.
What's up?
I said
Is
it's
that
called a
CoverGirl's
crescent
gun?
wrench, Tony.
I'm sorry.
Crescent-
There's two people talking at once, one at a time. Spec, go ahead.
I was saying it's called a crescent wrench.
I said adjustable. My dad taught
And
me.
then
I'm sorry.
Jason. And then
Isn't that
Jason?
CoverGirl's gun?
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
Yeah.
I liked her sidearm. So.
Yeah.
That might be her wrench too, right? She came with a wrench.
Oh yeah, she did have a great.
Yeah,
wrench.
he did.
Yep. They both work on shit together.
Right, yeah.
That was the first thing I thought of for diorama photos was like a shot of him and CoverGirl like diagnosing something wrong with it because she's got the little
I
data
bet
pad.
she did. I
I
bet
bet,
they
yep.
diagnosed.
Yeah.
Speaking of crescent wrench is a weapon anyway.
That's right,
Yep.
baby.
There you go, Tony.
Don't worry, Tony, the designer of that soccer mom car will still find something in
Soccer
it to
mom.
complain about the
Mom.
map. That's right, Adam. He will.
Wow.
I want to
I'm
get
not
fired
even going to
by
mention it
Travis.
because I
gotta
mentioned
shut
it
up. I
earlier.
don't want Travis to fire me.
No, you're good. I don't mind.
Is that flashlight removable?
I don't
It
know.
looks
That's what I was
like
going
it.
to ask.
I think it is.
Maybe
Okay.
not.
It
It's
doesn't
different
look
than
like
Outback.
it is. I kind of don't want it to be because it's just another piece to lose.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's like
No,
zoom
I
in.
think-
It's cool. It looks like he's got like a
I
little
want to make a
Leatherman.
toolbox for him.
Yeah.
I think all the tools on that tool belt come off. I think that's what they were saying. But actually, let's look at the accessory right here. Let's see. I think
just
those are
want to
all
like
the
stare
separate
at these
accessories. So
pictures.
they must stay. It must stay because they would have taken it off
Namaste?
to show all the.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Namaste.
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 I think they stay in there, but that's some cool little detail in there. It looks like he's got a Leatherman. It looks like he's
Mhm.
got one of those
Yeah.
extendable dental mirrors that you use to kind of look.
Expensive ass Leatherman.
As the military guy, yeah, you always have your Omni tool and a flashlight. That's like everything you need right there.
Yep.
Hey, Travis, we got a request here.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Ready? Yada,
yeah,
yada,
yeah.
yada, 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 yada,
Yeah.
yada, yada,
Sound
yada,
effects,
yada,
baby.
yada, yada. The She-Hulk. We just need She-Hulk memes,
Yep.
gifs.
So this is
And
May
and
1st for this
Megan.
release, right?
What up?
This is May. This is May for this release, right?
That's
Yes,
what
sir.
they're
Or
saying.
Oh.
January in
Yeah.
Taiwan.
They already
Yeah.
have it.
Let me just double check. Let me just double check because I did pre-order it.
Yeah, I did too.
Um,
I'm pretty sure it said May.
It's May
May.
1st.
Is it
Yeah.
sold
Okay, cool.
out yet?
May
Available
2024.
to
No.
buy, or is it still-
I
They
think
had a
it's-
box version ready to go, so I'm questioning May is taking too damn long. You know?
Yeah, that's not.
Here's
gonna
what's gonna happen,
We're gonna-
Jason. Here's what's gonna happen. We see May now, but like February, hey, good news, everyone.
You get
Like,
that email?
Yeah.
Your item will
Everybody's
ship
waiting for that
soon?
email. Everybody's waiting for that email to post it on Facebook.
Hey,
I will
Travis.
just find it at Ross.
Yeah. That's the new joke of the month.
Oh
I'll just
man,
go
I
to
found
Ross.
so much crap at Ross today. The guys will tell you I posted it.
Dude, me too. Like
Maybe-
every day, they just keep getting new stuff every day.
I didn't find that Static Shock. Who was looking for that Static Shock? I forgot.
KJ.
KJ.
Oh, that's
I'm
right.
I'm still waiting for the Viper 3-packs to pop up.
Somebody
Me
found
too. I
the,
haven't seen them. I'm just glad I got a stalker so I could.
somebody
make
found the
something.
Transformers like Arc, their big, huge
Yep.
figure.
I
at
saw
a
two
Ross.
of
I was
them.
like,
I saw two today, but I already have
are
it.
you freaking kidding me?
Yep.
Which one?
Wow. Okay.
The Arc.
I don't
Oh.
want to go looking for it because I don't have the real estate for that.
Yeah,
So
I don't either.
Yeah, I have
I-
all the Titans that they've released so far, except for the Nemesis. But I don't pay retail for the Titans. I always end up finding them on sale. So hopefully I'll find the Nemesis on sale at some point.
Nemesis.
But Travis, to answer your question, I don't think it's gonna sell out. I think it's gonna be like the Snow Serpents, the Steel Core, the Televiper. It's gonna be an open pre-order, and then as it gets closer to the release date, then all of a sudden it's gonna sell out, and then Eventually, they'll come back into stock at some point.
Makes sense. That's a great call.
that.
There you go. Cool. All right. Well, I think we're good with the vamp. We gave let's save our whiskeys for a second because we still have name only reveals. Jason, what did you think when they name only these two?
Iron Grenaders, absolutely. Give me the Destro that goes along with them. Raptor, I'll take it, but I hate him.
I feel the same way, brother.
I love this figure, and I absolutely hate everything about him. But I will buy him if that makes any sense whatsoever.
That's what I would have said.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, the Iron Grenaders, though, absolutely give me something else to army build, or
Definitely.
please stop giving me figures to army build because I will. I mean, I've done it with the Valkyries, everybody so far, Crimson Guard. So it's like the GTA meme. Oh shit, here we go again.
Right.
Oh yeah. All right, Romo, what do you think?
Man, it depends on how cool Raptor looks. I never cared about him.
Raptor will not look cool.
I thought he was foolish. But
it's Hawkman as a GI Joe.
I have all the powers of a hawk and a man.
And they tried to make him fit in the comic, and he was there when Fred capped Cobra Commander in the back and everything, and what's he Cobra Commander's accountant or something? Yes, he's a fucking accountant.
It's like a lawyer, accountant, something like that.
An accountant, bro. So whatever. Okay, whatever.
McFly's comment in the chat makes my night.
Falcons. Well, I don't know, but Iron Grenader is definitely a must-have. I need a few of those, and give me the Destro that goes with them, like Jason said. Oh my goodness, dope ass, yeah.
We already got gold-headed Pimp Daddy Destro, so we can get Iron Grenader Destro.
Sure. All right, so Bobby, you're kind of like not all in. I think everybody else is kind of all in on Joe's, but you're not. What do you think of these two? I know you don't really buy the Cobras too much either, but do any of these two tickle your fancy with the feathers?
Look, here's the thing. I have been getting Cobras. I've been getting at least one, maybe two. I've got a few.
Lies.
Yeah, I'll be getting him. Because you're
gonna get the Iron Grenadier.
I'll get the Iron, and look, I'll get Raptor because I know nothing about him, but he looks like a luchador. And
that's an incredible.
Look at him. He's like Cobra. Hey West, 30 pounds.
Most of us are wrestling fans and just pictured a Raptor entrance. He can't have too much pyro. His plume would go up in flames.
Exactly. No,
it's like costume night at the Blue Oyster Bar or something with freaking rabbit.
Exactly. Look, but here's the thing. Look at him. He's like, it looks like he's like Cobra.
Okay, 6-pack.
Cobra,
and you're $500 over.
Right,
so.
Jinx is an accountant too.
Yeah.
I never knew that about Jinx.
She's the accountant for the Rashikage.
I need a Robot Chicken version of those two in the office going over numbers. Also, I need a classified fumble. I need a classified fumbles. Okay, that's what I need. But yes, I'll get these.
It was always fumbles.
It was always fumbles.
I think that's my next custom is a fumbles. I need to make
Raptors Comic-Con exclusive. Get your QR codes to get Raptor, everybody.
Absolutely not.
Let's line up around the building.
Yeah, absolutely not. No.
All right, look. All right, what was it, Bobby? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say look. I trust the GI Joe crew 100%. They'll make these look awesome, and Yeah, and Tony, if you do a fumbles, it's like I just love the kill me, you bastard. No,
you live. You live.
You live.
Oh, he's like, oh no, you live.
Sweet. All right, guys, we got a question for the group. Here's a question for y'all using Bobby language.
Hey,
y'all.
Craig, what's up, buddy?
Were we able to still get a super chat? How'd that happen?
Yeah.
Thank you, Craig.
That's weird. All right, but we'll get to Craig in 1 second. Here's a question for y'all. What can you see Lenny doing to make Falcon, since we're on the topic of Raptor, let's talk about Falcon. More modern and less hokey. I mean, just a better sculpt, but go. What do you guys think?
I think it'll be articulated wings for
Yeah.
Raptor.
Falcon?
No,
Why are we
no,
talking
he's-
about Falcon?
he meant
out of-
Raptor.
Falcon.
He meant Raptor, not Falcon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Like,
you're right.
That's clarified in the chat.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He said. I was like, why is he talking about Falcon?
Make him
I was
less,
like,
make
huh?
Falcon less stupid looking. There.
All right. How do we make this Raptor look normal spec?
I think it'll be articulated wings, maybe, possibly. It depends. It depends if they like, that would probably end up in deluxe territory. And then they got to weigh in, like, would a deluxe Raptor sell? I mean, he's a quirky character. He's in that era of like Crystal Ball and like when they started kind of veering off their traditional rails, and some people hated and some people liked it. I always thought he was cool. I always liked the wing cape aspect of it.
Yeah.
It was an interesting choice. He's like a shirtless dude dressed as a bird. But it's one of those things where he's just nutty enough to work, right? Like,
Yeah. Give him more than one Falcon. Give him like 3 of them.
So actually,
That's a good idea.
I'm kind of glad they brought this up, asked, because if y'all ever read, going back to Marvel, the Ultimate Universe, the Ultimate Falcon, it's kind of what we saw in the MCU was like, because Falcon in the comic books looked ridiculous for like 30 years, and then we got Ultimate Falcon
V-neck.
exactly, because you got to show off, the hair. But Ultimate Universe was more like tactical with the wings, of which we saw in the MCU. I could see them doing. It's make it much more tactical. I could see them doing that with this Raptor.
Classified. Yeah.
Great point.
Give him talons like the MCU Vulture. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's an idea. And give him a laptop to get the books together after he's done.
To crunch the numbers.
and a pair of glasses and a pocket protector that just kind of like sticks to his bare chest.
He's not, that mainframe's been hacking me again. Been hacking our account.
Jetpack wings. We got mechanical wings and bird drones. His
Bird
pronouns
drones.
are caw. That's hilarious. Let's see what else we got. And as an update, he's gonna look normal, but then he's gonna identify as a Falcon.
Ouch.
That comment had me rolling.
Raptor was one of my faves with Crystal Ball, Crocmaster, and Big Boa. Yeah, those are some
Brian
eclectic
King
choices.
was a cool kid.
And
We have 25% of those figs.
What's up?
And
No, I said we got Crocmaster, so why not? We're getting Big Boa.
Yeah,
I
we're
think she
Getting
said,
Big
right?
Boa. You know that they're going to do Crystal Ball. You know that they are.
Oh God, please don't.
They do Rocky
I-
Balboa. I'm out.
actually, you know what I
Lies.
need? Crystal Ball with Dave Speck's selfie series on it. That'll make my day. Or Doctor, why don't you just do Mindbender with your where's
hair.
Mindbender with your head sculpt, bro? Like you got the selfie series. Let's see it. Let's see.
I
how
might have to
Mindbender
try. The
looks.
problem is the selfie series.
You've been
still
going to the
like
gym?
The hair small,
Oh, damn.
but I might
Well.
try it. I don't know. Have fun.
Well,
I'll
we
get-
want to
I'll
say
get drunk and bored one night.
for sure. We want to say thanks again to Craig Slickalicious. Go check him out on Etsy, Slickalicious and GI Jive.
Yes.
There you go. Go buy some great merch. I know Kyle Peterson wears his shirts on his show, and he's big time in this world of stuff. All right, guys, let's move on from the name only reveals to what they revealed today. Sadly, we don't have the pictures from Matt Cohen shooting the Galaxy yet. I'm sure they're going to go up the second we get offline or something. But if not, we'll talk about them on Wednesday, and it's Saturday. So just in 4 days, we'll show all the cool renders that we saw today. Now, I do have some of them. They just come in like crap shit. So, but thanks to Dave Speck. He gave us these in the chat room. But and
Well,
then there you go.
Thank
Chaz the Guru.
Chaz, who's in the chat. I stole them
Yeah,
from
I
Chaz.
wanted to thank you first for relaying it from Chaz. There you go. But anyway, it's a team effort here in a toy kind of mood, guys. But we'll go with Tony because I know he's got a split, and we just got this as a last segment. But what do you think of this? We're finally getting the packaging back. Are you happy? You thrilled? What do you think of these two?
Yes, they're cool. I don't know about Metalhead, dude, but he looks cool. I was on the fence about him, but I might just snatch him up. But Mutt and Junkyard are a must-have for me. They replaced my custom, which I love. But it's awesome. You know, I'm getting Stanley Perlmutter. He looks great, and that's a great junkyard. He comes with all these accessories, all the hands, like we said before, where the dog's signs for, you know, his orders, and how he communicates with him too. And you know, I mean, yeah, I'm nitpicky. I wanted the Mac 11 silence, but I have one of those already, so I just give it to him, and he looks great, man. He looks awesome. Must have for me.
For sure. And then here's a look at Metalhead. Thank you. GI Shark got these, and once again, Spec hooked us up in the chat room the second we went live. So good work getting us these super quality 4K images from United Kingdom. Apparently, they're still stuck in the Stone Age. We'll go with Jason. What do you think of our guy Metalhead and this packaging right here?
Okay, Metalhead was actually one of my favorite villains back in the day because
Perfect.
He had rocket launchers attached to his legs. This man seemed like he was about to die.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I appreciate him for willing to sacrifice himself to defeat his enemies. It's a totally ridiculous figure that I love and absolutely have to have. He has dual rocket launchers on his thighs, man.
Yes.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And also
I know, and I thought that when I was a kid. I think I was out of it. I think I was out of it when he came out. You know, back in the day, I was done with G.I. Joe. I'm not sure what year he came out, but I'm sure I was gone because I do not remember Homeboy.
Yeah, I don't give a damn about that helmet he comes with. He's wearing the goggles all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
I appreciate they articulated the shoulder cannons, but Metalhead was always like a goof as well. Like he would just blow up. Why does he need a gun? He's got 6 rockets.
Right.
But I'll take it.
He's pointing his gun while he's got like 4 rockets at you. I think it's hilarious, but
I love
can
how
never be too
articulated
sure.
those rockets are now.
And the blast effects are really cool. I mean, he's going to have blast effects on him all the time on my shelf. They're never coming off.
Sure, yeah, that's how he's going to get displayed, right? Hell yeah.
He was just an absolute madman of a figure, and I can't wait to get him.
I never knew he belonged to the Iron Grenadiers. I didn't know he was one of them with Distro. I didn't.
Right. So that Romo actually set the tone to our name only reveal, getting the Iron Grenadiers, and so once we knew we were getting Metalhead, that it was game on. But I want to talk about this really quickly before we dig into the figures themselves. Our dude KJ brings up a great point. He says that it would have been nice to have a front flap for more kind of like NECA style for more real estate for the art, especially for the deluxe figures, because it seems like this is pretty much just going back to the way it was, where people kind of have grown. We've grown to like, obviously, Matt's art with the Easter eggs on the front. I mean, obviously, we'd rather see the figure because of, you know, issues, paint apps and stuff like that, and missing, if you find them in the store, we don't want to buy like a John Cena basic figure by accident and not, you know, Mutt and Junkyard. But what do you guys think? Do you want the front flap, or do you think they just went back to? I mean, what do you guys think of this packaging?
I think the front flap would be the best.
Oh no, go ahead, Spec. Go ahead,
Spec. Sorry. I think the front flap would be the best of both worlds. It's funny because I look at these and it's cool. It's great to see the figure. I do like seeing the figure, but at the same time, I find myself, and I was never one of those guys that screamed out when they said they were doing away with the plastic. So I kind of find myself missing the current style box. I feel like these last 2 waves, they really hit their stride with that package design and the artwork, and just like how premium, I guess is a good word, that it made it feel. I mean, no, you couldn't see the figure, so you couldn't look and see if it had any like paint defect or whatever, but just I don't know, there was something about it that just like jumped out. And so when I see this, it's like, oh, cool, I can see the figures again, but something kind of feels lacking compared to the art style boxes. I mean, either I'm getting, you know, I'm all in.
Bobby.
No, so well, 2 things. Real quick, I'll just address everything going on in the chat. Yeah, Matthew Perry passed away at 54, found in his jacuzzi. Wow. Drowned.
What?
So yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's all breaking right now.
Wow.
I'm sure it'll be accidental drug overdose.
Yeah, sadly, and 54
When
is
you
way.
use it, Kyle.
And look, whether you loved Friends or not, like he was integral to the '90s, and like, I
Right.
loved Friends.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our definitely rest in peace to him. And
He was
he's
actually a
had
great actor.
issues. He was a hilarious actor. Studio
The movie
60
he did.
this trip was great. And I love Mr. Sunshine. Like he had great shows. I just never went past the first season.
But just and the movies that he did were good.
Oh yeah, I love Fools Rush In.
Yeah.
That movie, he was a really funny actor. That's really sad.
I love Fools Rush In for another reason entirely.
We know. So that there's that. Secondly, with the packaging, look, there's a, for me, I don't need the back or like, oh look, here's what you all get. You already get that in the packaging here. I wouldn't mind if on the back of the box was the artwork or the cool picture of the art and everything. You could do that on the back. I mean, I don't think you necessarily need a flap, because here's the issue. If we get the flap, A, people might complain. B,
Price go up.
Price. Yep.
exactly, the powers that be like, oh well, if we're gonna do a flap, well, that's another $10.
You want to make it like Becca? I mean, yeah.
Guac is extra.
Exactly. Exactly. So, it's one of those things where, Jesus, 2 hours of pickle bots. That's an hour more for me. That's an hour longer than I need. So, but here's the thing. Look, and my 2 cents. Metalhead, the fact that he's got crotch rockets, amazing. Like, yeah, totally going with that. That's amazing. And then Mutt and Junkyard. Look, I'm gonna have the good boy dog face on the pup, just because, like, who's good boy? Go rip his crotch out, and then he'll be like attacking Metalhead's crotch. That's fantastic. So yeah, it's just how it is. But no, like it's just it's I like. I'm doing unboxings. I like the wood or paper ties, because there's no crinkling, there's no noise. It's like this plastic is just it's just a lot of crinkling, a lot of like noise that we don't need. And Ashley knows that I'm opening up toys, so like this is quieter. This is quiet. Look, the no packaging, the no plastic was quiet. What are you doing? Nothing. Snip, snip, snip. Perfect. Shh. Now I was like, are you opening up another toy? Nope. Old toy. Don't know what you're talking about.
First of all, you're a Texan. Where's your pocket knife?
Oh,
I don't like cutting the plastic.
like getting patted down. Romo's in Arizona. He's got a gun.
That too.
Romo's got the box cutter. We got the real stuff, and Romo's running around with the box cutter.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Home Depot, man. It's Home Depot for free.
Here's my
knife's old enough to vote.
Yeah. No, I
Damn,
got my
the
Leatherman.
double bird.
kitchen.
Look, my Leatherman is in my toolbox. I don't.
My Leatherman's right here.
We all get knives.
This is my toy. This is my, everything knife.
We're all
Cut
breaking
the
out
little zip
knives. What the
ties,
hell? Here's
everything.
my
We got
super
knives because
glue.
we're
Hold on.
opening up fucking toys all day.
There's
Yeah.
my super glue. There's my
Dude.
Loctite.
Having a knife on you is an essential tool. People always look at me and they're like, "What, do you need to stab somebody?" And I was like, "No, you don't understand how many times a day this thing gets used. Cut open boxes, cut open packages.
Hold
Somebody
on,
needs
Spec.
something for
Hold
someone."
on, Spec. You go to Ross every day. You might need that knife.
No comment.
Even Cage is making emojis.
It goes every day.
This one gets 5 knives.
It's a handy tool.
I like
It is.
this.
Like,
I
love
like
my
this.
Leatherman.
I like this suggestion by Blitz. Could have just kept the coffin, that like pelican locker that they were calling it, with the and then
The coffin,
put it in
the
there. You don't
coffin
need to see
artwork
all
was
those
awesome.
missiles. What was that, Romo? Sorry.
The coffin artwork was great.
Mm-hmm.
The black and white.
I love that in all that Metalhead still has a knife too.
You always
an
need a blade.
essential
Always need a
tool.
blade.
Look, you always need a knife.
Yes, you do.
always need a knife.
Because he's
And-
I mean, after all those rockets are done, they're mostly, I mean, he's not a one-shot guy, but after one rocket's done, he can't reload that. After all his rockets are done, all he's got is his knife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
that
one
body.
Boy. He's a good boy.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Good boy.
There's
I
no
won't-
way I'm using that
I
mask
won't-
on my mutt. You cannot cover up that epic mustache.
Nope.
Absolutely not, sir. No, sir.
The mask is cool though. It's a COVID mask, man. You never know out there.
So I won't
Yes.
lie. Going back to the knives, last week we were at the zoo for my cousin's kid's birthday, and
Alright.
they're like, oh, does anyone have a knife? And I'm like, oh, my knife was in the car, and my wife goes, oh, here you go. Pulls out her knife. I'm like, my wife has a knife and I don't. Okay, there we go.
It's like a 9-inch blade.
She's like,
She's gonna go all Jean-Benet Ramsey on you.
I got him already.
All right.
we're like, I got him already.
I got him already. There's Mutt.
We have any final thoughts on Mutton Junker? We could talk more about this on Wednesday when we get the official looks at it. But do we have any anything
Absolutely
else?
Absolutely get any GI Joe that's got an animal companion. That's an automatic.
Yeah, give me
Well said.
Spearhead. I want Spearhead. Spearhead and damn it, what's the name of the links that he comes with?
Lynx? It's Lynx.
Is it
No.
Lynx? Really?
No.
No.
It had a name. Spearhead and I can't remember.
Spearhead and
Google.
Dirtface.
Everyone's Googling.
Spearhead and
Max.
Max.
That's what it was.
That's
We
why I
need Law
said
and
it was
Order.
Lynx.
We need Law and Order.
I was close
Order,
to Lynx.
baby.
Is Max.
I got them
Spearhead
too
and
already.
Max.
Didn't they already announce Law and Order, like name only?
Did they do a name only for Law and Order? I know that they
I don't
did
think so.
Nagahide and whatever they named his warthog.
Yeah.
I swore that a Law and Order name only reveal.
Be good to have a
Maybe.
little German
I don't
Shepherd.
know. I gotta shut up. I don't know.
All right. So
How do you usually
realistically,
so confident? No, they're not doing it. I don't know. Maybe.
It's because I made them already. No, they're not. He's right here.
gentlemen, they
Gentlemen.
didn't have to do a whole lot. They killed it at Comic-Con. They did very well at PulseCon. They pretty much showed the his tank, which we're about to get pretty soon, a couple weeks, hopefully, maybe a month. And then the Vamp was doing a whole unboxing on a vehicle that's for retail. I mean, that's not to show anything. They still gave us 2 name onlys. And they kind of took it easy, right? With MCM London. I mean, they're just showing us digital renders of stuff. We didn't get any name. I'm pretty sure we'd know if there was any reveals. There's people there. They would have leaked it on the internet. But overall,
I just gonna jump in real quick. I don't remember who posted it. It was might have been Chaz or Shark. Supposedly there's a whole other wave that's gonna go up for pre-order Tuesday, but it was all the code names. So I'd take that with a grain of salt, but that's
on 10/31 at 1:00 Eastern, 10 a.m. I think just Metalhead and Mutt and Junkyard go on sale, but there could be additional code names that go along with it. Why wouldn't they show that at MCM London though? When you're gonna fly all the way there and not.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I said take it with a grain of salt.
I'm not saying you're wrong. It just doesn't make sense to have these 2 big presentations and then not do it. What do you think, Romo? I mean, you
Not
think
saying
we're
you're
just
wrong.
getting
You're wrong.
Wrong.
We'll go with you, Tony, first because I know you're dipping out. So give us your whiskey rating for the entire weekend of GI Joe, and think about it.
Entire weekend of GI Joe. Mostly it's taken up
I mean,
with
the Vamp's
these
5,
2.
but as a whole weekend, what do you
For
think?
the whole week of GI Joe, I 4.5. That Vamp and oh my god,
4.5. I think it's a perfect score.
I think 4.5 because they got a lot of stuff that I'm going to get. and man, it's great. I loved it. You know, I just watched the Joe stuff and then I turned it off. I was done. I'm like, I'm happy. Hell yeah. Then I was watching the clock, waiting for, you know, the vamp to go on for sale for us peasants, the ones who don't have the premium membership.
Right.
It pays for itself, man. It pays for itself.
So yeah, I got one. I'm happy. I'm good. So yeah, man, I think 4.5 is good.
How Hasbro Pulse members be looking at non-members?
And I'd be like this.
Please, sir.
Just coincidentally, I had a top hat sitting over here.
May I have some?
Damn, you were ready. You were locked and loaded for that one.
Look at this, Fabster, Mr. Mezco. Wow, you guys actually enjoyed Hasbro reveals. Yo, you shilling it, man. Just because I give him so much hell for Mezco. Mez shilling. All right, cool. Hey, what do you think, Bobby? Overall, the Joe weekend?
Overall, 4.5. I'm with Tony. Like I'm in that like 4.5 range. Look, the his tank. I mean, we're getting that soon. I'm gonna guess like end of November. Let's just probably end of November. The vamp looked sick. It looked dope. It was like holy shit.
Crazy.
Crazy. Metalhead looked great. Mutt and Junkyard looked fantastic. Yep. And then the two name reveals, like, look, anytime I can, you know, have an accountant dressed as a bird, let's go.
Well said. Yeah. Perfectly said. Perfectly said, Spec.
I'm going to go 5 out of 5. I think that the Joe team is Hasbro's strongest team right now. I think that they have been. I think that they constantly one up all the other teams out there. And I don't think it's an intentional thing. I just think that they have a synergy, and I don't do Power Rangers. That's not my bag. No Power Rangers.
Memorial service for them, if anything.
Yeah.
Well, no one is right now. They're not even on the logo for what we got, and that's an official Hasbro logo we got on our artwork.
That's true. I think that they knock it out of the park. I think that we all knew that 1027 wasn't going to be huge with a ton of stuff. So I think that just doing the vamp and what they did with it, giving us the history of unboxing along with how much time they spent and showing us everything that went into the vamp, really building up the value of it without actually sitting there and saying, like, look what you're getting for $99. Like, here's the value. And then we saw the price later and everybody was like, I'm cool with it. Like, look at this thing.
Right. Were you a little nervous because they didn't mention the price? I was like, what is this going to be, $129? Because they're not talking about the price. Even though I kind of knew from the insiders that it was $99.99, I was like, not sure, because they were like, we knew everything but the price.
I always figured it would be 99. I like maybe 109 at the most, but I was always guessing that they were going to shoot for the 99 range, and I think they nailed it, and they were smart, and they built the value into it. And now if they do the Stinger repaint or they do a different vehicle, they may not have to spend as much time building the value into it because we know what we're going to get out of it. I dug the name reveals. I like Raptor. I think he'll be a fun figure. Iron Grenadiers.
You're the biggest Raptor shill I know.
Yeah. I love the Iron Grenadiers. Give me Destro with the despoiler. Give me Darklon with I can't remember the name of his little cycle contraption. Give me Overlord. Give me Voltaire. Give me all those guys. Like, I will take the Grenadiers en masse. Like, and then
you know what? Hold on. I got a counterpoint to your whiskey grade right here. And you're drinking whiskey. So I don't think, and it's our dude Chaz, I don't think you can give 5 stars, whiskeys, Bibles, unless they reveal something they haven't announced yet, at least a digital render or something new. But they did. Oh, you mean reveal something they haven't? Because they named 2 things they haven't announced.
Right.
But they
I'll
haven't
give it for the Grenadier name reveal alone. Like, you know.
There you go.
And we all dropped at least $100 for one vamp,
right?
And then knowing that they showed Mutt and Junkyard and Metalhead, and we know that those are deluxe figures. So we're all about
On
to drop
31st,
another
right?
70, 80
October
bucks.
31st. Yep.
Yeah, so we're all about to drop another 70, 80 bucks. So like, I'm not mad that they didn't sit there and like, hey, here's this and this and this and this and this. Like, they know that we're getting the onslaught of characters right now, that they're dumping 6 months worth of product on us in a 2-month time span. So I'm okay that they're like backing off a little bit, and they're still big purchases. It's still $100 vehicle, 2 deluxe figures with pets.
Right.
So
It's almost like buying 3-4 figures anyway. Buying the clutch and van. Yeah. Good call.
You
like
buy
buying
an
a
entire
wave.
wave of Marvel Legends, you're spending more than that. So yeah.
right.
Right.
Dark Lawns Evader.
Nailed
Thank you, Figure
Nailed
Six
it.
Pack.
There you go. All right, cool. Well said. And Jason, your whiskey grade. We went through everybody, right? So is Jason whiskey grade for G.I. Joe for the weekend for MCM and 1027?
Like I said, 1027 was probably an unnecessary event. You could have just brought that to all the fans. However, the reveals, I'd say pretty good. G.I. Joe
Or
certainly.
G.I. Joe, just G.I. Joe right here. Yeah.
Yeah, G.I. Joe killed it. Transformers,
Oh no, hold on. We're just talking G.I. Joe. We're gonna move on.
just
to
talking G.I. Joe,
Transformers.
absolutely
Okay,
4 out of 5.
Your whiskey grade for G.I. Joe.
Absolutely 4 out of 5. That vamp.
Great.
I've said it before, with any classified vehicles that we get, thank our lucky stars, because 6-inch full vehicles are a lot of tooling. They're typically very expensive. So the fact that we got a vamp, awesome, and didn't have to HasLab for the damn thing. And it's not just like a motorcycle, like or a trouble bubble. Those are small things, single figure.
Yeah,
things.
the ram and the coil. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a big, almost playset kind of thing. So the fact that we got that absolutely was a 4 out of 5. Junkyard, Mutt and Junkyard and Metalhead, awesome deluxe figures. Definitely going to pick them up. So yeah, G.I. Joe's killing it right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Great.
I had the pleasure of talking to Emily and Lenny at SDCC.
I saw that you did an interview.
Dude, we got
I
that
was
video
actually
up
gonna
that night, and it got massive numbers. Also,
Awesome.
I would defend Emily to my death. I'm sorry, I will murk you.
So great.
Oh, she's awesome.
I love Emily.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, let the haters hate, because she's running that shit. She's running
Boy,
that
yeah.
shit
You did a
right
great job.
now.
were
She
saying,
is
Andrew was
that
saying.
bitch. She's killing it. Yeah, I love her. So good work there. I'll give it 4.5. I think it was tremendous. They took it easy on the wallets. They've heard the cries from the community, like there's too much going on. We've got hit with 12 months of orders in 6 months. So they have these events. They have to keep the flow moving, and they gave us a couple big ones, and I'm very happy about that, showing the unboxings and a couple name onlys and more of the goodness. So I'm very cool with this. Usually I'm like, remember 1027 last year or something? I was like, I think I was the opposite. I think I gave it like 2 Bibles for G.I. Joe. I was like, where's our shit? I went crazy. This time I'm like, it's the same thing, and I'm happy because you just gave us a whole year. Every day I'm getting a shipping notice. I just got one from Mole Rats and more Alley Vipers, because I got one from overseas, and now I'm getting Hasbro Pulse. We're getting the Walmart shit from them now. So
The Helix,
dude, I'm good. Right, Romo? I'm good. One
can't wait for
vehicle,
Helix.
couple name onlys. Let's chill. So Romo, you heading out? You out of here?
I'm heading out, brother. Thank you guys. Hey man, it was
Sure,
a great
brother.
show. You guys continue to have a good show. I might
fun.
look on in the chat, mess around. That company
Cool.
just showed up, so I'm gonna go hang out and
You're right.
Have
That's
fun.
right.
be up
man.
at like
What
10
are you
a.m.
gonna
tomorrow.
do? What are you doing, Romo? What's
That's hang loose with my drink,
doing
bro.
the
Hang
gut-
loose.
gut-
Oh, you're gonna be hanging loose, all right.
Hey, easy. That's just for me and you, bro. Just for me and you. All right.
I love the rivalry that we have developed over the last few weeks between Spec and Romo. Romo's worried about his spot. You took his spot,
I ain't
Spec.
worried about no goddamn
There's
spot.
no
I'm
rivalry.
good.
It's all love.
It's all love, baby. All right, Jason. Good to
Romo.
meet you, brother.
Hey,
Hold it down, and I'll see you guys next Wednesday.
Romo,
Peace.
one more thing. Your spot is NWO for life, baby. You got your spot's not going anywhere. See you later.
Lies. All lies.
Bye.
All right.
Take it easy. All right, guys. Let's fly through the rest of the show. We've hit
all right,
an
so now
hour
that
and
he's
40
gone, when do I move my stuff in?
Hey, he was worried. He's like, "Oh, we got this new guy." I said, "You worried
No.
about your spot?"
Chav, I almost went. Thanks to our special guest Tony for making a special appearance.
Oh
No, thank God.
I did.
Do that.
I didn't.
We already used the special guest. Joke
I
this
know.
weekend.
No,
He's on
Tony
mute.
is not a special guest. He's part of the show. I know.
No,
But just to fuck with him. I love fucking with
That's
Tony.
what's up. That's what's up. All right, guys. Look, we got well, how many more? We got 3 more brands from Hasbro, but we spent most of the majority on the ones that kind of carry our channel. So let's go through this stuff. Right now, there's very few things I'm collecting in Transformers, but on 10/27, thankfully they showed 2 things. We're gonna go right to our Transformers guy, David Speck. Take us through it.
Jason also appears to be quite a big Transformers guy.
there's a couple over here, but there's many more back there.
He also is probably more well versed than I am because I was G1 and then I didn't start collecting again until War for Cybertron. So this is it Magmatron?
This is Magmatron. He comes from Beast Wars Neo, which was a Japanese series. We actually did get a re-release of the original figure in the States, but it was just as bad as the Japanese release because it was the same thing. Sucks. But this is interesting. It's kind of good that they've been able to go back to the well, do some retooling, modernize it up a little bit. I am not chomping at the bit to get this thing. Just because it's a series in Japan. We didn't get it here in the States. I had the original toy and didn't think it was that great. So I don't know if I necessarily need this.
My son is big into Transformers. It's kind of one of the things that we sort of do together at this point. My other son kind of lost interest. So he's always up on this. And his first reply was like, those dinosaurs all look really hollow. He's like,
oh yeah.
He's like, and he knows who this character is because he's been on YouTube and whatever else.
Right.
But he's not like super excited for it. I've kind of backed off and I pretty much only get G1 stuff within the Legacy and the Siege and all that now. Although because of Ross and all the sales, I ended up with the Speedia line and I ended up with the Walmart exclusive beasts and all that. So if things go on sale, I do go back and pick things up, and I get Shattered Glass because I think that line is awesome.
I do like the Beast War stuff that they're putting out here right now, and I am definitely getting the not Tiger Silverbolt when it comes out because I have a beastie shelf over here and he needs to go in there.
Nice, yeah. Those are ones I think that they look cool. If they go on super sale, I may pick them up, but like definitive pre-orders will always be like the G1 stuff.
And MIS1 is correct, by the way. Where is Swoop?
Yeah. And you know that they're holding on to him. He's coming.
We need one more Dinobot. Don't play with me.
Right, guys. So I got a segue here. We got a nice comment. The pizza truck is dope. No emotional attachment. Maybe this will give you a little bit.
Let's see. Look, whilst we watch this, actually really great stop motion video.
Yeah.
Look, I love Stranger Things. I know season 5 is coming out next year. The strike and everything has kind of pushed it off.
So behind the show. But go ahead.
But no, I just don't want people saying it for like a minute in silence. But no, look, I love Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things. I think it's a fantastic show.
This is good stop motion. I will give them that though.
What's up?
The stop motion is very good. I'll give them that.
Yeah.
It's very.
This figure's not a surprise. He was leaked or previously mentioned a while ago, and I'd actually forgotten about him. And at that point in time, I was just like, yeah, he's cool. I don't need him. I think I have all the crossover stuff except for Top Gun. And
I got the Top Gun one.
I
did too. That was $27 last week or something.
Yeah, it wasn't that
$20.
much. I got it at a discount, mind you.
Yeah, I don't have Top Gun, and I didn't get the X-Men, the Blackbird, just because that's supposedly.
I didn't get that one either. the figure was based off of is trash. So
yeah, all I ever heard is that it was a bad mold and it was a loose figure. But when I saw the reveal for this on 10/27 and how detailed the box and everything is for it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna pre-order it. So I did. And it's up on Target. I think it's still available. My only complaint with the figure is the giant hinge on the side of the van. I wish they could have done a better job and not had that. I mean, it's just,
I see it right there.
yeah, it's hit or miss sometimes with Transformers. I do kind of dig it. I'm not as much into some of the cross collabs they do, but this one's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I like that they licensed Volkswagen, which they did hint at it being used for something else. My guess is the movie Wheeljack, because I think they just revealed his.
They showed the Studio Series one.
Yeah, the Studio Series version. Yeah, I think it'll be a fun figure. I pre-ordered it.
Cool. I just want to add some. The Magmatron is a 10-inch big boy combiner, 33 steps. It's got the Sky Source, Land Source, Sea Source, and then obviously the Stranger Things Code Red, the Volkswagen Vanagon, the 16 steps to form the robot there, and the server. It comes with a surfer pizza, boy pizza, the blaster in the box and everything. So yes, just some details on that. And then going in next, we got MCM Comic-Con. Bobby, did you have any thoughts on these before or these before we move on to MCM? Or
if I might pre-order that Code Red, I might pre-order that.
Because you're a Stranger Things fan, yeah.
Yeah. Look, that legacy has zero meaning to me. Like zero. Like it could be in front of me for $5. I'm like, but I needed lunch. So no.
Sadly, yes, it's a Japanese property. It just there's going to be niche fans that want this.
Just like the HasLabs, right? So actually, before we move on, there's some good comments here about Transformers. So DWH says he's limiting himself to the movie 86 up. That's what I do. So there was an 86 reveal, and we'll get into that in the slides really quickly. So I was happy to see that. MCM,
that's what I say, and then Ross comes out, and I buy freaking Retro Headmasters and the Speedia line and the Walmart Beast line and the Target.
It's called No. It's called No. It's called No.
No, there's the prices, dude. You can't beat those fucking prices.
Yeah, but no, spending no money is better than a discount,
I guess. But then those Retro Headmasters ended up being badass. They're actually really cool.
Cool.
Like,
hey, as long as you love it.
One of them's like, you know, I'm in my kids' room right now, so this is all my kids' shelf. Like,
all right,
boom, here's Eyebrow. He's dope.
No, all right, let's get a good look at that.
He's freaking
no,
awesome.
that is pretty. That is pretty. Dope. But that's why I can't look, because then I'll start buying everything too. You guys are too much.
$8. $8.
You know, but $8 is still it all adds up. Every time you spend $8 every day, that shit adds up, bro.
Yeah. And actually, I'm gonna this one. It wasn't a Ross find. I'm just going to throw it in there. This one might be one of my top 10 for the year so far. Is the animated Prowl? I finally
yes, he's a good one.
He's so good.
Yeah, I got him too.
He's so good. It's such a good series, such an underrated series.
I just completed my Insecticons, so I'm really happy about that one.
Nice. Cool. Oh, Bombshell. You got Bombshell? Yeah, I got Bombshell a month ago. Whenever Amazon released them.
I found him on the shelf, surprisingly. So I was like, oh, sweet. And I kind of missed out on him before.
Oh, I do got to ask you. So you said we don't have this in the slides or anything, but Ratchet just came out, right? Because you got Prowl, and then Ratchet, you finally got that from Amazon, right?
Yeah, Amazon. It was supposed to show up like last Monday, and then they sent an email saying it was indefinitely. They didn't have a date for it, and then it ended up. I got another email, and it's like, you're getting it Wednesday.
Nice.
But then Ironhide went on clearance, so that kind of part of me wants to wait for Ratchet then, because remember the Ironhide and Ratchet 2-pack was with Amazon, right?
Ironhide Prowl 2-pack.
Prowl, yeah.
Prowl, so, Ironhide and Prowl.
Get that
okay,
one.
so
I only bought that one because it was. What did I bought it, and then I bought it on sale, returned it, and then I bought it on clearance, returned it, and then I bought it on clearance again because it was down to like $16 and returned.
You did not buy the Murder 2-pack.
Of course I did.
Why did you buy the Murder 2-pack?
Because it's the
Oh,
murder
no, I didn't buy the
2-pack.
zombie,
Because that
but,
they actually made 2 Autobots getting killed. I was just like,
No, man.
you got to do it.
Give me
I do have
Prowl.
the
Just give
zombie
me a regular
Optimus, though.
ass Prowl.
Well, I have regular ass Prowl. I have the Ironhide Prowl.
You got the Earthspark Prowl? Oh, I hate you.
Not
But-
the Earthrise, yeah.
Well, I hate you.
But I didn't get the Earthrise Ratchet, and I was a dumbass.
Okay.
I should have gotten it, and I didn't. But of course, nobody knew that the value on that thing was going to like.
Well, the Voyager Ironhide is way better than what they released. So the Ratchet is going to be equal quality. So,
Okay.
but no, you got the Murder 2-pack. How dare
But
you?
but I also have the regular Studio 86 Ironhide.
Okay, cool.
But the thing is, and this is like a nerd thing, but that you'll probably get as well. But like the
Oh,
murder Ironhide, when you transform him into the van, he has the orange stripe that he always had, whereas the Studio 86 Ironhide doesn't.
Yeah. I don't
Good
want
call.
the death figures. I don't. They're all like,
I
no.
love that. I love
absolutely
that they
not.
did that. I want a death brawn. I want a murder brawn. Like, give me the murder brawn with the
Oh,
big
wow.
hit in his shoulder. And
Hey,
He gets a full hole blown through him.
yeah, do it.
Ratchet sold out on Amazon. Is
Yeah.
it on any other? I'm looking right now. It's sold out.
Oh yeah.
All the completionists, we were all going crazy for that Ratchet. So
I was waiting for clearance like an idiot. Now I know not to just.
and
I know.
the Studio Series Wheeljack is not using that pizza van, the code red at all.
Oh no. Okay.
The
Okay,
Studio
cool.
Series Wheeljack looks smooth, no big hinge or anything. Looks really good.
Okay. Nice.
Sweet.
All right.
All right, I just want to address a couple of comments. We'll move on to MCM. Yes, next is Star Wars, and that's basically what we're gonna do is drop a couple of fuck words
Fuck.
and move on. Because now we can swear like a bastard. We actually, I don't know how did we get a super chat, Bobby? If you swore within like the first,
Because it was for a righteous cause. I was defending Dan.
Oh, and I just want to say, I mean, I think I showed him.
wait,
last
is that
week.
true?
I don't
Hold
know.
on,
I'm
well, guys.
bullshitting.
God, Spec, what was that?
You got a mulligan. That's what it was. DWH just got the Studio 86 Ultra Magnus.
Oh
and
God, he's right over here. He's fantastic.
He's definitely in the top 10.
Moody was messaging me about this at SDCC when they released them. And I'm like looking at my phone. What? Oh, hell yes. Big beefy boy. If you couldn't see him compared to everything else from the Studio Series line, but I love it. Love that Ultra Magnus.
Great, and the articulation on him is spot on.
Oh,
and then,
yeah.
like, I don't have the Siege ones in a bin right now, but I have the Shattered Glass version. Cool figure. I love the Shattered Glass line. This mold is not a great mold by any stretch of the imagination. It's probably one of my least favorite Siege molds, even though I do have, I want to say 3 copies of it because I have Magnus, I have Galaxy Prime, and now I have the Shattered Glass Magnus. But like, my kid was going nuts because of the Nova Prime that they just released, and I was like, I'm not getting that. And he's like, why not? I was like,
I didn't
it's
either.
the same crappy ass mold. And he's like, okay, fair
Yeah,
enough.
I'm done. I didn't even get the Galaxy Force version of Optimus, or I did the Japanese version. That was not Energon, Cybertron version of Optimus Prime. I didn't even get that one because that mold sucks. Just stop using that mold. I'm glad we're moving past it.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, I got a couple more comments here. Wish they would do a G.I. Joe crossover, smaller deluxe size figures. Obviously, we know the O-ring is going to Super 7 at this point, but he wishes they could do a whole line because you know how we got like we haven't even gotten that Soundwave Thunder Machine yet. Right?
Oh, yeah,
That thing has
yeah.
I think I pre-ordered that. And then obviously we've had Megatron and Bumblebee. But what do you guys think? I mean, at this point, I just don't think it's gonna happen because of the O-ring going to Super 7 from what we think, right?
I think that Soundwave only came out because it was too far into the pipeline.
Fair, yeah.
Agreed.
Cool.
Because the other rumor was that we would get a Slaughter's the Triple T, and I would have jumped on that in a heartbeat.
The
but,
tank.
yeah, not.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't think we'll ever. I think they're done. Hasbro has that thing where like they just don't talk about it. Indiana Jones gone. They're not talking about it. Like,
I mean, they did it with Fortnite and Overwatch. They just quietly shut
Yeah,
those lines down.
Yep, right. Spoiler alert: the Star Wars thing at 1027 was among one of the worst things of all time from Hasbro presentation. So obviously, we're not better showing at MCM. But Genghis is right, and he loves that he's getting a lot of reaction in the chat room for this A-Team Van Transformer collab like yesterday. You guys are Transformers experts. Jason, how do you feel about this?
Make it happen. It would. I mean, that is one of the iconic 80s vehicles that we need to have. The A-Team Van. We've gotten the DeLorean. We've gotten the Top Gun F-18 Tomcat or F-16 Tomcat. Yeah.
F-14.
F-14 Tomcat. Yeah.
F-14,
It's retired.
yeah.
I was not a pilot. So you have to get all of the iconic 80s vehicles because we're old dudes who shill for stuff like that.
Yeah. Give me an A-Team Knight Rider 2-pack.
There you go.
Give me the Magnum PI. Give me the Ferrari. And give the robot the Mustang. Look, Playmobil is making these things.
Yep. I actually want to get that. If I can find that Playmobil Ferrari, I'm buying it. I have watched Magnum PI. I love Magnum PI.
I got the one crossover over there. Yeah,
I have both of them. I was dumb. I bought
obviously
both of them.
Ghostbusters is hot for them. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show. Okay, so let's get to the MCM reveals now. What do we think of, boys?
It looks neat. I'm skipping it.
Concept design, don't need it.
It's a core class there anyway. So we got the next core class is the Last Night Mohawk.
Absolutely getting it.
I don't even remember this guy from the movie.
He was only in there briefly, and I thought he was cool enough to get.
Yeah, if I see him on sale, maybe. Same with this one. Like, I don't really dig on the movie stuff that much.
I will get this Wheeljack just because it looks very good.
It does. It is a good looking.
He wasn't my favorite character in the movie, but this looks like a fantastic. Studio Series is killing it for me. I'm going to get the Wheeljack.
Hold on, guys. I was going to get a water, and I don't care. You guys are so much fun. I'm on my third.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
I've got a cooler next to the desk here, okay?
You guys are that's light work. That's light work, son.
I have my whiskey and.
Oh, hold on. Show that again. That's an Atoy Kind of Mood classic. I got to do a screenshot of that. All right, done. We got it. We got the screen. Oh, wait. You need to do a pose? Go back. Go back.
Do I have to do it again?
No, of course not.
Okay.
You're our guest. You don't have to do anything. All right, let's move on. Cheers to everybody in the chat watching us tonight on a Saturday night, enjoying our Hasbro 1027 Comic-Con reveals, whiskey ratings, all that good stuff. And we got Jason the X, David Speck, and Bobby, and we're talking about Transformers. Then we'll do Star Wars, Ghostbusters, and we'll wish you all adieu. So look, deluxe class Rise of the Beats Wheeljack. Comment?
Look, the reason I love Wheeljack is because it was voiced by Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, but they like wasted him, right? You know, they gave him like 2 lines, and then I wish they'd done more with him. So they didn't do much to endear us to the character, and this character. People went into the movie already hating this character because they didn't like the redesign.
He actually had more lines in the movie, and it got cut, unfortunately.
Of course, yeah, of course.
Him and RC had some scenes that got cut, and that sucks.
Yeah, it's always the case. I mean, you if you know that they got him to voice it immediately, you know that there's stuff that you didn't see.
Yep, exactly.
They wouldn't pay the money for him to just have him do 2 lines and call it a day.
But his life. But also
transforming his life.
Mystery Machine Transformer. I love it. Yeah.
Scoobatron. And there we go. He comes with some special Scooby snacks. Oh, I didn't even see this one.
I guess
for me.
Maybe. I feel nothing for this. But I will probably get it because it actually looks cool in Scorpion mode.
It does.
Like the claws are articulated. If they are on a figure that small, yeah.
I've got all 3 flavors of this, and he's not a terrible mold, but he's not my favorite mold either. It looks like he skips leg day at the gym.
Never skip leg day.
but nope. Tomorrow's leg day.
So you guys are like this. I actually just worked with Steven Caple last week, and Steve Caple Jr., the director of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. And it was a SAG, approved project or whatever. I don't want to say it in case there's an NDA and some goofballs watching this. It was like, remember we had that, Bobby, remember we had that legal guy in here? He was like in the chat. Yeah, there was like actual, like, what was his name? Legal copyright or something.
So, I don't. Travis, it was a commercial. That's not striking. Those are, so you were under an approved contract. Now,
I don't know if I had an NDA.
I'm not saying that you can say what the commercial was for.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You can say that you were on a commercial because commercials aren't. That's a whole other contract. Those aren't.
Oh no, I know that. I didn't want to say what the commercial was.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no.
But
anyway, okay. I was on a commercial.
Wait, are you talking? There was 2 times where we had like illegal, like illegal. Like was
this
it
the ramen toys?
The ramen toys?
Really?
I remember that.
Oh yeah, Comic Book Bin was his name, and he was like a legal attorney.
That was so damn annoying. Oh my! We're just trying
to. Went after ramen toys in the chat room. Jason, you weren't there?
No, I was not there for that one. I would remember something like this.
Yeah. I wish you were.
That was a whole.
Yeah. Anyway, look, I the point is, I worked with Steven Caple, and as someone who's like at most a guest star, a co-star on something, or a stand-in, or even background, you don't talk to the director unless they talk to you. But he was so approachable, so cool. He just like a normal ass dude. You know what I mean? He doesn't come off like bougie or.
That's good.
But the best.
I would imagine.
Let me get. Go ahead, David. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say he's probably super approachable on most, even directors or talent that sometimes have like the worst reputations. When you're on a commercial, they don't give a fuck because they're just making easy money, and so they're a lot more relaxed, and it's easier to like talk to them.
Right, but I'll say this: regardless, he didn't take the week off. I mean, I've been on set since, you've been doing this your whole life. I've been on it since 2012. So I've been way over a decade in the game, and he's one of the best visual directors I've ever seen. I being a stand-in in the commercial, I was this close to him, and it was just he was so respectful. And we hit it off about hip hop because I'm a long time, obviously 90s hip hop underground dude, and I actually recommended him a podcast because I was like, dude, Transformers has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. And we hit it off right there. And then I told him I reviewed his movie in 4DX, and I said that is one of the best 4DX movies I've ever seen. As far as like the visuals, seeing it in the 4th dimension with the moving seats and all that. I don't know if you guys have seen 4DX movies before.
Yeah, great.
But they're awesome. But this is one of the best actual 4DX. It's worth the, whatever it is, $20-$30. It was amazing, and he was so thrilled, and we had a good week. So I just wanted to point that out since we're talking about Rise of the Beast. This actually happened in real life.
Rise of the Beast. My 12-year-old daughter, who is mixed with like Black, Japanese, and Scottish. Every time a banger song came on during Rise of the Beast, I would look over. She'd just be like in her chair. It was one of those, and then I caught her later finding those songs. So that was nice. Cool. She's like she's like looking up Biggie and stuff like that.
All I need from Method Man and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Right. It was like 94, this is how 95. They're discovering music, and I love that. That if anything I enjoyed from Rise of the Beast, it was that my daughter started looking up these artists on like her Google Music or whatever. So beautiful. that was awesome.
I don't want to spend it. We're here for toys. I don't want to spend.
I'm sorry. I'm throwing it in there.
Oh no. I'm just gonna say, like, I think it's a great movie, but this summer, because of COVID and everything, it's kind of like toys. We got hit with 12 months of pre-orders in 6 months. This last summer, we got hit with 12 months of movies in 3 months, right? So it was just like every week there was 3 blockbusters. So you couldn't really sit and consume and enjoy any of them. But Transformers, if you missed it, go check it out. I think it's on Paramount or whatever. But I think it's a sleeper hit.
It's on Peacock, and I watched it. I watched it when it hit, and I was like, "This is
super dope. It's dope.
This is a dope-ass movie."
Transformers movies now with character development.
Exactly. What? Very well done. And guys, thank you for watching the show tonight, and hit that like button. We have a little bit left to go. Let's swoop through this. We did this one already.
Nice.
And 80. All right, so here's happy. Didn't we just get something similar to this?
Junkie.
They just keep giving us Junkions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I'll get it. This will
I
be on
like
there, so.
because they're characters that were in the movie that we never saw as a toy before.
Never.
Good call. Good call.
But it is a lot of the same mold, just retooled. I mean, obviously I have Wreck-Gar. I did get Junk Heap. Because it's a Junkion, because I will get it. I will get it. Will I pre-order it or will I wait for it to go on sale? I don't know. I mean, I'll probably get it and then hope it goes on sale. I'll try and get it through Target so that I, have the whole red card.
Likewise.
So cool. Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Does it like blow my skirt up and make me super excited? No.
It's a McDonald's motorcycle. You don't need that right away.
But I mean, this is the one pre-order for me out of everything they announced today. Like,
oh, you actually did pre-order? Okay.
No, I didn't. I don't even think they're up
Well,
yet.
we can't pre-order it yet. We can't pre-order it yet. We're gonna pre-order. I think Monday and Tuesday are the pre-orders for these MCM Comic-Con.
But I mean,
London.
I'm also like, I'm not gonna be jumping at the bit to pre-order it.
All right, cool. So we got War for Cybertron. Anybody? Jason, what do you think?
I literally only got the Optimus Prime. He's sitting over here. It's an okay figure. I have not pursued any more of the War for Cybertron figs, and it's weird because I really did like the game too, and the figures they previously released for it were okay at best, and these seem far better. And I'm not chomping at the bit to get them. It might be just more of a hey, I'm getting a lot of stuff. I don't need another line right now.
Cut, right? Deeper cut than usual because it's a video game, right?
Yeah.
So.
I mean, they look cool. They look great. Now, this guy, however, it's more concept material, but it looks like a decent Megatron, and it is a triple changer. I think I need this one.
Spec?
This would be a sale. Like, if I found it on sale, I might pick it up. I'm not doing any of the War for Cybertron. They look neat. I never played the game. I think my kids played it at a friend's house.
This is Bumblebee at the top.
Yeah. This is
this is the concept for the Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Movie. Yeah. Sorry. I was still talking about the
It's a very, very, very cool figure, man. I'm not in on this, but I think, if I was all in on Transformers, this would be a get for me. I like the concept stuff. It's cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, this one is dope, but I can wait for a sale.
Cool. I totally get that. I kind of feel the same way.
Look at that. Transformers time. I mean, sorry, just kidding. Star Wars time. TVC. Jason, you're our guest. Are you collecting Star Wars, both TVC and TBS, or one or neither, or what?
I walked away from TVC a long time ago and only do Black Series now. I said when I got rid of
great. Same.
Those, if they ever did 6-inch Star Wars, I'm back in, and they did. So yeah, I walked away from this.
I think the only guy on this panel is Bobby, who's collecting TVC. Now, this is a Rogue One and not an Andor Cassian Andor. What do you think?
Usually I love TVC. I love the way these look. This face sculpt is what the shit.
I was just gonna say how they were like going off about it being like the photoreal face sculpt, and I was just like, what?
Yeah,
photoreal to some guy that's pumping gas at mobile.
Look, this looks like a guy that was put together using claymation, and like the British claymation, right? Like, this is not what I expect from the TVC, or TVS. Sorry.
No, you're right. First time TVC.
This is TVC. Hey, doesn't that sound like you? Now you sound like Loki. What is the word?
That's what I'm like.
TVA.
The TVA, yeah.
What isn't that TVA? Yeah.
Yeah, it's TVA.
Now I'm like stuck in Loki land. Now I'm like, my goodness.
No, like this figure is actually really disappointing. For me, because usually for me TVC does sometimes look better than Black Series, and so for the price. But then again, like they've been jacking the price up, so I'm like I've been slowly backing away, except for like main figures. This is a huge swing and a miss.
Like
This
I can see my
is-
Black Series Andor right there, and that face is a miss. Wow.
This
Black
I mean,
Series is a miss or the TV?
No. That TVC one is a miss.
The
I'm
TVC.
looking.
Oh, compared to your TBS.
Yeah.
The Black Series one's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
at Diego Luna over here, and that's Diego Gomez. I don't
This is
know.
Diego. No. This was like Diego Ahmed. Like I'm sorry, he doesn't even look Hispanic.
All right. Speaking of TBS, this was the reveal of the entire weekend between MCM London Comic Con, between 1027. They brought it. Hasbro killed it with Paz Vizsla. But I
Again.
already have it sitting right over there.
Where's
Where's
what's
the
the difference?
archive packaging? Yeah, Bobby's got it in his freaking hands. Look, what? I
Listen,
don't understand this at all. I can see there's
their whole thing of like he's such a popular character. There's a lot of people that weren't able to get him. There's people. I have the original release
for a year.
I have the original release. I have the credit coin release. I bought the carbonized release, and I haven't done the John Favreau version because I think that it's a great mold,
collection,
it's a great character. But then I was just like, but the credit coin release and the carbonized release, like they were shelf warmers.
All's gone.
Like, why do we need this again?
Yeah, it's because
and he
it's like
warmed hard.
Yeah.
You know what this is, Jason and Spec and Bobby? This is we don't have anything to show, and we have a Hasbro event, and we have to show something. So let's throw something in a box and put it at retail.
I didn't see or hear or read any. Like, is this part of that whole A-list thing, like that Mandalorian and that Vader re-release? Like, is that
this is not. We're gonna get into that in a sec. No, this was part of that archive wave that they remember on the last event. I went after that new marketer, and you got mad at me because I couldn't pronounce her name correctly.
Oh.
Priya. Yeah, you were like in the chat. You weren't even on the show. What was that?
The one that looked like she was going to throw up?
Yeah. And they had her
She
on
was
again.
nervous again, but because it was just her and Dave Speck with glasses, they didn't get so. There he is right there.
That does not look anything like me.
Get David Speck
It's like,
Ross.
how dare you? How dare you?
If you get David Speck on Wish.
This is David Speck with a film degree.
I would dwarf that guy. I have a film degree.
We absolutely did not need this figure. I'm looking at him right over there on the shelf. Is that packaging even different?
Nope.
I'm fucking dead right now, man. Look at this.
Can I get it? Fuck that figure. There.
There you go.
We can swear, hey, Bobby killed it within a minute. We can swear now everywhere. But look, remember, this guy had to pretend to be excited about it.
Dude, the Black Series team always has to pretend that they're excited. The only one that's really excited is Patrick.
They're
and he's
reading
not
off a
on
teleprompter half the fucking time. Oh my God.
Guys, we got another Paz Vizsla.
Ah.
And then he walks up camera and he's just like, fuck my life.
Oh, he smiled for the camera. All right.
No,
so this was the only.
Trev. It's like this. And cut. And motherfucker. God damn it. Rolling. And anyways, here. God.
Yeah. Exactly. Smile for the camera. All right. So this was the only somewhat salvageable release. And actually, to be honest, I kind of wish I pre-ordered it to get that purple 187th Legion trooper, because I got all the clones. I don't have a purple one, but I don't need another mace. But he's got those like clone, the gauntlets with the gloves. It's just the gauntlet. They're like, we've never seen Mace Windu in this look before. It's like you just gave him a pair of fucking gloves.
Is that the same head sculpt?
It looks like
it's a little different.
It might be the lighting. I can't tell.
I think it's
I'll
the
give
lighting.
you another. I think I got another look. Yeah, there you
Nope, it's the same head sculpt. I can see it. It's the same head sculpt.
go. There you go. Confirmed by Jason X, baby.
I'm looking right at that same figure.
I
That's the
mean,
same head
it's an
sculpt.
amazing toy, but we don't. It's just got damn gloves. What the hell just happened?
What?
Sorry.
Okay.
Somehow I swiped my browser and it took me out of the thing.
I've moved
He
up
got
in level.
so excited for a new Mace Windu, a new re-release
No.
repack.
I got the when did he was it an arc? Hey, they're getting those little thingies again. Was it the archive release or it wasn't an arc? I got the
It was the Clone Wars release, and then there was a Black Series release.
so I got the Black Series release.
The Phantom Menace release
But
as well.
The Black Series release had armor.
So that was the Target exclusive
Right.
Clone Wars cartoon one. I got that one because I happened to walk into Target and they had one on clearance, and that and the Arc Trooper, and I was like, cool, I'll get these. And then I have the Phantom Menace one. It was the Best Buy exclusive on the card.
Yeah.
So he's got the cloak and everything. So I
I
already
got that
have
one
two Mace
too,
Windus. Yeah,
Mhm.
I've been getting the clones, and purple is my color. I love purple.
My color too, yeah.
But
GHG, baby.
like I don't need a third Mace Windu. I don't need to spend $55 on a 2-pack to get another clone. So if it goes on
It's 40,
sale-
you know, here's the thing, it's $44.99. I actually didn't hate that price considering the Disney Star Wars Lucasfilm thing. $44.99 for these two. I'm actually shocked it's that cheap. I'm surprised it's not $52.99.
yeah, but still that's
Right?
$42.99. I've been dropping coin at Ross
I mean,
like crazy. Those
Oh, there you go. You're at Ross. You
buying
like
all the
live there.
GI
You might
Joe
as well
stuff. Like
pull out a sleeping bag.
if they had released this clone as a single release, I would have pre-ordered it in a heartbeat.
That purple does look good. I gotta admit.
Yeah.
And now
it would have been.
They listen to the fans and they're doing the clones with the removable helmets as opposed to like the glued on.
If you army build clones, this is a must buy.
Right. I mean, I wish I got it. It's actually sold out. It's sold out apparently in 15 minutes. I don't hate the price.
Wow.
But all I saw was another Mace Windu, and I
It'll come
skipped
back.
it, and I didn't even realize it was a purple trooper and whatever. They'll restock it, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and like you said, Spec, you spent in the chat, it'll be on the Disney store. I believe actually is there Priya or Priya? Don't kill me.
Priya
said it will be on the Disney shop. That's what she did.
It's a Disney shop / Pulse exclusive,
Right.
which also
They're
means
calling it the clones of the Republic.
yeah, it also means you'll probably find it at Disneyland.
Oh, okay. Let me go drive to Anaheim for an hour to go find this thing for $42.99. All right. Anyway, so all right. Look, this wasn't part of the weekend technically, but this just happened. So I don't want to go through it all. It's all repacks and paints. But one guy I want to talk about is this, because Spec, actually, this is about you. Because you said, hey, I like the new face sculpt. Well, apparently that face sculpt did come with it. I didn't know that either. I thought it was just those crazy looking faces that we got on the left, but it come with this face.
Well, but
So
what I read is that the application, the tempo on this one looks better than that one.
Arguably, yes.
I mean, but that's from renders. It could be the same. No, am I wrong?
Maybe. I don't.
I mean, it looks like it could just be. What do you guys think? Look at that face sculpt, not the additional ones, but look at his and look at that. I mean, I don't know.
It goes back to lighting.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Yeah, it's not the best comparison, but yeah, I would
that
agree.
One has
this
nice
one,
lighting, and then the
better.
Exclusive
Much
pictures
better.
all washed out.
Yeah,
but this one comes with, then again, those lightsabers look orange, and we know we are not even getting orange lightsabers with Balin's skull and
and his are not even supposed to be orange. So
yeah, well, these are not orange. This is a lighting issue, I think.
Okay,
I think these are red.
Somebody...
Yeah, I think these are. It's funny. These are supposed to be red, and then the ones that are Balin's skull are supposed to be orange, and they look red. So
yeah,
we're getting pictures all over the place, but. This is $110 because they included those damn stormtroopers. I mean, you can't go wrong getting extra stormtroopers, but $110.
I don't army build Black Series, so
man,
the only Black Series I ever army built was I bought Dark Troopers because they were dirt cheap. So I got a couple dirt cheap Dark Troopers. But
I don't army build Star Wars either. I just army build GI Joe. But if you were to get a deluxe Galen right here, for how much would you pay for just this without those damn stormtroopers?
If they had put that on
Or
there and they
Galen
had
Merrick.
done somewhere between 45 to 50 bucks, I would have probably ordered it.
Yeah,
So-
it would have been better than the $25 release, but the fact that they threw in the 2 stormtroopers, it's $110, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is a
just-
deluxe release at best. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe 35 for me.
That bottom
Whatever
piece
that
is
black chrysanthemum is going out, or when they did Boba Fett, that's the price I paid
Yeah.
for this guy.
I don't know. This is more value than that. But this is $25 and all you're getting is a dingy lightsaber. That's it. So
Yeah,
this
but this
is,
one will
should
end up
get
on
the blue
Amazon
one
for
too.
$15 at some point.
you think so? Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I did pre-order it just to have it in my collection. I mean, it's $24.99. Maybe it'll drop.
I'll wait for it to go on sale before I grab it.
Yeah. All right. And then this guy showed up in some leak from Yak Face. He found somebody with this Kiadi.
It was a
Manu-
pipeline reveal.
Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
even remember that being a pipe art. That's why you're on
Yeah.
the show, Spec. You're full of stats.
Mm.
Full of statistics.
Yeah, I'd get them from my shelf. I gotta have all the Jedi.
I mean, sale. Like I still never like the one that I would really get is Ayala Sakura, and I never got
Oh,
her.
please, yes.
Again, sale. I'd wait for her for sale. I've had to, and I've chosen to become very picky with Black Series, for a lot of
Agreed.
reasons. But like one, because GI Joe, I'm all in.
Yeah.
2 priorities. I mean, GI Joe and Transformers are probably my number 1 and number 2. The occasional Mezco. I think I finally finished Gargoyles this week, with what I'm going to get from those. All the but Black Series has been. They do what they always do with me with Star Wars. They just run it into the ground, and I think the beginning of the end was probably the Rancor HasLab, and I just feel like the team, whether they want, they're bound. I don't want to crap on the team because their hands are tied by Disney and Lucasfilm,
Right.
because I feel like they want to do so much more. But then there are figures that I'm excited about. Like I was so excited to get Darth Malgus, and then like you bend his knees and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how am I supposed to do dynamic posing when I just see this giant ball joint and his knee pad is like now way high and like the anatomy doesn't work?
I don't have Darth Malgus. What's going on with the knees there?
Give me 1 second. You continue on. Let me grab him. I'll show you.
Okay.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah.
All right. While you go, we'll talk about our little Anakin boy here, Mr. What is it? George Lloyd? Is that his name? Am I getting that
Jake
right?
Lloyd. Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd. There you go. All right. So Bobby, you've been quiet for a little while. You watched the episode 1. How you feeling about having the kids in the line from episode 1?
Look, I mean, it is Anakin, and completists, I guess, need Anakin. Look, I'm not gonna shit on Jake Lloyd because that poor kid got ripped for just because Lucas couldn't direct or write. But
can you rip the accessories? He comes with just that damn. Look at that! How bad that looks on the window with the one backpack.
Are you an angel?
Look, Chaz is right. It is a great face sculpt.
Yes.
Great. I mean, everything about this is great, but the fact that he comes with just a backpack and not like a little Watu or another alien or a piece like a broken, like a half-built C-3PO.
He could have come with his helmet.
Yeah, his helmet. Now this is pod racing, right? Like, could come with so many different things.
Wizard.
The fact that it didn't, is just look. Is he a great actor? God no. I mean, he was fine in Jingle All the Way, but Arnold and Phil Hartman saved that movie. And Sinbad. But I mean, like,
Sinbad
this
saves
is
everything.
just. What's up?
I said Sinbad saves everything. So
He does. I love Sinbad. But like, this figure is like, if you're gonna give us a figure like this, give us a lot. KJ is right here. You could have done a $100 pod racing vehicle with this Annie, and people would have
Yeah, I mean, that
What-
arguably the best scene in the movie.
I think you could have thrown in Watto on this one.
Yeah, if it had been a 2-pack with Watto, I might have grabbed it because it is a good face sculpt. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
figure-wise, like it looks decent, but like I have no interest in it. I have no. But so, Jason, since I'm back now, look at his knees. Like, see how his knee is all bent and everything, and it kind of works on that small scale. Now we got, this, and this looks good. This looks good standing straight as it is, right? And here's his knee pad up here, and then you bend his knee, and you're just like, what the fuck? He just dislocated his entire.
No.
Like, because the knee pad stays here above the joint, like it just made me less excited. It's still like a cool beefy figure, and the head sculpt is amazing.
Hey,
But what they did with the knee is
just double joint the knees. Stop skipping on those on Black Series.
that. But again, I think because it comes down to I think it's a Lucasfilm thing, is that they want authenticity over articulation,
which is why we got double jointed elbows on like Luke Skywalker, and even the Leia figure. She has double jointed arms underneath her cloth goods.
Yeah,
because they can hide it.
Right.
Well, and look, once again, this is something we're home. Trav, I'm going to go back to Annie real quick.
Sure.
Look, this is something that I think Hasbro has a big issue with. Whether the hires, I'm sure the people that are working on this understand this. We're not getting anything with this figure. We're not getting jack shit. Like, look, McFly is right. The helmet. We said this. The helmet. Watu. Like something more than just a figure, because this will be $30 right? By the time it comes out, I'm sure they'll have jacked up the price again. Like this, if it's $5 on Target, maybe no. You know what? Maybe I put up my Obi-Wan, but that's really about it. It's nothing there that makes you go, oh, I gotta have this. It's like
no, he'll be $10 on Amazon in a year. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
This just fills a hole in my collection, honestly. That on my shelf. That's it.
That's it.
And I don't necessarily need it.
It's for completists. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing.
No. And so is the next one that you're gonna show.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Side Ray. I'm looking at her right now. Yeah.
Man, I never found her.
I found her. I flipped her.
I think I Amazoned it. It's sitting up there on that series shelf. Awkward silence.
Awkward silence. Well, if you go back and look, I don't know who this guy is, but if you look at like what he's been posting, I don't know. But
it's just funny though. I mean, I'm not offended by the fact that he thinks Jake Lloyd looks like a smug little bitch. It's fine for me. You need him for
he got jacked though. I won't lie, he got jacked.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, let's move on to Padme. Let's move on through Star Wars really quick. But yeah, we got Padme. What do you think?
Pass.
Look, she comes with guns. She comes with fucking guns. What?
Well, because this was the shootout scene at the palace when she was.
Well, Anakin's not going to come with guns, little boy Anakin.
Well, he didn't have any guns.
He didn't have any guns.
That's anything.
With anything, yeah, a pod racing helmet or something. Yeah, that'd be cool. That's a good.
Although that would have been an awesome scene in the movie. Anakin, here's a blaster. Go.
Blast your way out.
That have made the movie much better.
I will get this.
So, TBC, Bobby, go ahead.
Fuck yeah, I'm getting this. You kidding me? This is amazing.
People are happy about
Christopher Lee is a legit badass. All right.
Yeah,
he was
for sure.
Bond was based on him. Like I said this before, Bond was based on him. We're not talking about, he knew he knew Tolkien. He was a spy in World War II. Had his saber, his hilt is bent because he has traced his lineage back to Charlemagne. like Lee is literally that dude. And finally, they gave him like a really badass TVC. Fuck
Yeah.
yes, I'm getting this.
Oh yeah. Hey, first of all, though, we got the comment of the night's right here. Is this chat woke? I'm barely awoke. I was up till 4 a.m., dude, doing some videos, doing some editing. I'm barely awoke, but you know what's keeping me alive? This amazing panel I got and these brewskis. So that's about as woke as I'm gonna be tonight. So there you go. So anyway.
No, that TVC, that Dooku, yeah.
Anyway, Finn.
I'll get Finn. If it's not like the $20, if it's like $15, like I'll get Finn. I like Finn.
Is this the first time they finally made him?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah,
That's what I
think
thought.
so.
I was
I
like,
think so. Yeah,
he's
this
just
is
way
like Force
overdue.
Awakens. Force Awakens, Finn, right?
Yeah, that's Force Awakens. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the.
I love the Force Awakens.
He's wearing Poe's jacket.
Yep.
Poe, keep my jacket.
It looks good on you.
And you got a Phase 1 clone. They finally got one like 3 years later. No, actually like 10 years later.
Yeah, but
Not
TVC
even 3 years.
TVC is good with those builder packs. It's cool that they get those.
Guy says he's a repack from the Walmart boxed line. I don't
course he
remember
is.
that. Oh, that was the one where they call it the Black Series, but it's 3.75. Yeah, there it is. I'm sorry, you put Black Series right in there. 3.75 Black Series. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
Yeah.
TVC is killing it lately. Jabba's Throne Room, The Ghost, Mando's No One, and all the figures releases from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi the last 2-3 years for the long gaps. There you go. Yeah.
That Ghost was hard to pass up for me, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted because it looked cool as hell.
Yep.
It looked amazing.
They did a great job of that. Okay, Pipeline reveals. I don't know what shared fan is. Shared fan.
I think that's like the like fan channel exclusive. Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're just showing the figure, but it says shared fan. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is we got Ezra, Kanan, and Zeb. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So that's
But it's not just Ezra; it's hologram Ezra.
Yeah. Hologram Ezra. There you
those
go.
hologram
Okay, because I was like, who
figures
the hell is that? Who's the fan? Why are they making figures of
I
fans?
won't lie. I pre-ordered one of those holograms. I got the Axe Wolves.
You got the
Really?
most obscure one.
I know.
Dude,
Okay,
you're-
so here's the thing. Okay, so
Wow.
here's the thing. I pre-ordered him because I didn't get the Axe like when it came out, and then this past week at the comic shop I go to, they have their Halloween sale, and I got Axe Wolves for $10.
Nice.
I see your backpack doesn't stay on either.
No, it doesn't. Like, dude, like, so I put the backpack on, I'm like, cool, and then like,
So our broadcast table like sits right across from my computer, and it was sitting on the table because usually it sits on the table before it goes onto the shelf. I looked up and that backpack fell off, and I wanted to throw that figure in the garbage can right then and there. I wanted to throw that sucker away. I looked at it and the backpack fell off. I was so mad.
I think mine actually stays on. I don't have an issue with that.
It was
I'm
sitting
just
still
super
and the backpack fell off.
I'm just super glue it. I don't care.
That's bad.
I will get that.
Cool. So then TVC, how come usually Black Series gets everything first, but we're not getting the Ahsoka, Death Troop builder pack here. They're getting it first, I guess.
Because they have to. It's this whole like ebb and flow, right? Black Series has been getting a lot of love, and the TVC community has been feeling very shafted.
Yeah.
Now
for sure.
TVC is starting to see a little love, while the Black Series community is feeling shafted, which is fine because it's better for my wallet.
Yes.
Agreed. So Black Series, we're getting that droid pack, the clone battle droid pack. It's unnecessary. Emperor Palpatine for the 900th time. And then this is an interesting one because we just saw obviously Mace Windu with that 187th Legion. So now we're getting the clone Luke and Luke Skywalker, Clones of the Republic 2-pack here with the Shop Disney thing. So like you said, if you can't get it on Pulse within the first 15 minutes, it'll be on Shop Disney, and sometimes at a discount if you're patient, sometimes not. So it's a gamble, like we always talk about that.
So this one is cool. Well, the Palpatine is is cool. I don't know that I'll get him or I'll wait for a sale because it's the Phantom Menace or the Revenge of the Sith Palpatine. So I don't think we've seen him before.
Okay, so we haven't seen the early Palpatine. This is like we've only seen the early by our years Palpatine, but not early by Star Wars years. Yeah.
And then this multi-pack is cool because this is, if I remember correctly,
somehow Palpatine returned. I should have said that. That's a good quote right there.
This is
Heir to the Empire.
It's Heir to the Empire because I think that's Joris Kaboth. I think it's Heir to the Empire. Was it Mara Jade in Heir to the Empire? Or did she start showing up later? I can't remember. It's been 20 years.
Well, this is the double U Luke figure. Yeah.
And so that was it when Timothy Zahn took over and started doing what is now the Legends universe, and they introduced that there were still clones, and the first one we met was a guy named Joris Kaboth. There was a thing where if you were a clone, you always had a double vowel in your name. And so there's Luke Skywalker, and then there's the Luke or Luke, which is his clone. And I can't remember. I don't remember which novel that showed up in. And so it's Luke, his clone, and Mara Jade.
It wasn't Shadows of the Empire. It was
no, it would have.
It was a Timothy Zahn one though.
Yeah, so it was probably towards the end of that.
Is it Heir to the Empire?
Heir to the Empire was the first book, so it would have probably been the last book, which I can't remember the name of.
Someone in the chat will know.
Late 90s, I think. Yeah, mid 90s or something.
No, early 90s.
It was early 90s. Wow.
Early 90s. Okay. I started reading that series of books when I was like.
Oh, Dark Empire. Somebody in the chat got it.
Okay, so
David Warren.
Wait, Dark Empire was the Dark Horse comics.
Oh, that was the comic?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that was the one with Luke. When Luke turned to the dark side.
Went to the dark side, yeah. But was Mara Jade wasn't in those, was she?
I believe that she was.
I think she was too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to, again, I've read all this stuff over 20 years ago, so it's...
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, look at that. Hidden note about probably the best damn G.I. Joe classified reviewer going today. Baldylock says he has a larger Star Wars collection than G.I. Joe. Look at that.
Pretty congrats. Cool. Yeah, that's Mara Jade in that artwork right there.
Yeah. So it's
she ends up getting the lightsaber after Luke kills the clone.
It's Mara Jade at the bottom then? Who's at the top?
So the top is either, if it's from Dark Empire, the top is the clone of the Emperor. But there's the beard. Then he didn't have a beard. He was clean shaven because he was younger. And so that's what makes me wonder if it's from the Zahn trilogy and that's the Joris Kaboth.
Well, I know for a fact it's from one of Zahn's books. I just don't know which one it was. I had to go to the library to get those damn things.
Yeah. DWH, Dark Horse did a comic version of the Zahn trilogy. So this has to be from the Zahn trilogy. And that's my guess is that that's the Joris Kaboth, which is a Jedi that they found and they didn't know he was a clone, and it turns out that he was a clone of the it's just this whole again, great novels. Like kind of I was very bummed when they became legends and no longer canon, but
yeah, they should have carried everyone over to the new trilogy, and that's what they're doing now. I mean, now after the fact, Dave Filoni and Favreau are kind of like, yeah, these stories are cool, let's use them. So that's
I have a
kind
feeling
of that stuff in.
We'll see Mara at some point. They're trying to figure out how to put her in there, but unfortunately, I don't think that we'll see her the way that we want to see her.
I mean, I've got the Mara figure over here. I thought it was okay. It's a lot of reuse, but
yeah, I picked it up. There's something the knees and the way they stand. Like I'm not.
No, it's not great.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just over 15 minutes till AEW Collision. And that's what I want to do the rest of my night, and then go to bed. So we have one more segment. Before we do that, we're going to do whiskey grades for Star Wars. I'm going to start off my turn. I'm going to go first for once. I'm going 1.5 whiskeys for this weekend. It was absolutely atrocious. I have no interest. I mean, you guys are making this stuff look cool. It's not. It's a bunch of repaints, repacks, re-releases. It's fucking brutal. 1.5 will go to Bobby.
1.25.
You have to go lower than me. So
this is like reverse Price is Right.
Yeah.
No, look. I'm gonna go one. I'm gonna go one. Okay.
Because Mr. McFly did.
No, I didn't even see that. The only reason it's not a 0 is because the only reason I don't give it a 0 is because that Count Dooku looks amazing, and I mean the Count Dooku. Hold on, let me look through the slides real quick. Yeah.
Remember that one doesn't count. Those don't count. But this is the one release I'm like, I should have pre-ordered just because I need that 187th. And then Jake Lloyd, Anakin. Why not? Like Jason said, it's a hole in your collection. I don't have a Padme either, so I'm not mad at when they announced those today at MCM London. I wasn't mad at those, and I'm not mad at the 187th, except it's paywall because I gotta buy a Mace Windu. So that's the 0.5.
So look, I the only Mace Windu I have is the Phantom Menace re-release, the Best Buy exclusive, which is still in card. Which Spec was making fun of me because I hate double packs, and I was gonna pre-order that. But everything else is like, cool, Paz Vizsla. Oh look, I already got 2 of them. Oh, oh look, here's Darth. Fuck off,
it's
right?
Mailing
like,
it. Yep.
It's just like here, the one that they gave us. There we go.
There you go. There's your one whiskey, baby. All right,
That's actually 2, Travis. That's 2. This is
I
one.
will-
There you go. There's one.
I will give it a 2 just because I think that they showed.
You're a shill.
Yeah,
You're a fucking shill. How do you give something? No, I'm kidding. Imagine being called a shill for giving something to a
2. I gave it a 2 because the presentation, like the presenters, they just and it's not their fault, and I'm sure they don't want to be on camera. They just don't have that charisma. But I think that they showed TVC a little bit of love that TVC feels like they've been lacking.
Yeah.
Sure.
Black Series is just the most interesting thing was the pipeline reveal of that Timothy Zahn set because it's kind of very out of left field.
I don't hate that. Yeah, that's a good point.
but-
Still going 1.5. I didn't hate that.
Yeah, but like Jake Lloyd or Anakin and Padme, like I
God,
saw it.
Jake
I don't have them either, and I just wasn't excited when I saw it. I was just like, eh. And
I haven't had it for 20 years. What do I need it now for? It's just too
exactly.
long. Right?
And
It's
then
too long.
the 187th Trooper, I'd buy him in a heartbeat as a standalone. That color scheme is awesome, but
Amazing.
I'm not gonna fall into the paywall. If
That's what they're doing.
and it's harder to get stuff on sale on Shop Disney or whatever. Like it's if I were to find it, like the Target Cad Bane Cobb Vanth 2-pack. I already have both those characters. I didn't have the Book of Boba version, but I wasn't gonna rebuy them. But then when they had that 50% off sale and I saw it on the shelf, I grabbed it. And actually that Cobb Vanth character without the armor is pretty badass. But
Hold on, Dave. So did I get it right with Here to the Empire? It's not
Yes.
dark. It's here. So I was right.
Yeah, it's
Heir
Heir to the
to the
Empire.
Heir to the Empire.
Acknowledge me, right, Jason?
Well, but Heir to the
Wrestling
Empire
fans.
is the first book, and this
Down on the bloodline.
I don't think that stuff happened until the 3rd book. But it's the Zahn trilogy. Heir to the Empire was the first book.
Yes.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It
Why is-
doesn't matter. All right, cool. But all right, so where's the thumbs up? That was weird.
I don't know.
Okay, cool. So
It was weird. What was the one I did? Oh, there we go.
Well,
I did that earlier talking about Mama. I went like that, and I'm like, what happened?
What did I
He's
do
got the
last week
magic-
where we discovered I did
like,
something
I
and it was
can
like
do
We're
any
just
of that.
not figuring out all the stuff now. Anyway,
you got some
Uh,
weird settings that your kids set up.
no, it's my computer. They don't touch this shit.
And it's you're doing all the polka dots and the fireworks. All right, Jason, your whiskeys for Star Wars.
I give it a
get 10
1.
minutes, baby. Let's go.
Nothing I went for, nothing I needed to
Cool.
pre-order. It was average. If I don't go and buy anything, you're getting a 1.
It's not average. Average would be like a 3 or
below
a 2.5.
I mean, I'm giving it a 1.
A
just
1 out of 5 is devastatingly horrendous.
I'm giving it a 1 just based on presentation. But as far as like, there was nothing I said I need to pre-order that or I want that. So yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh,
what this
that is hard to look at. Damn.
I mean, if he stays like this,
Damn.
it's great.
All right, guys, moving on. We all gave our Ghostbusters. We got less than 10 minutes to bang this out. It's one thing. It's a HasLab, and they showed the same thing at 1027 in MCU. So who's backing this Ghostbusters HasLab? I'm going to start with Bobby.
So, look, Travis, to build your brand, right? To build your show, there are certain things you need to do. I'm just being a dick. Look, if I had backed,
Wait, build a toy kind of mood or build Hasbro Pulse?
dude.
He's referencing something else from earlier in the week, Travis.
Yes,
Think.
I am. Thank you, Spec. Come on, Travis. Catch up. Look.
Oh, build your
If I
brand.
back-
Oh yeah, well that'll come. So what's
There
bugging
We don't
Bobby
need to
about
talk
the
about
HasLab?
that. Don't.
No, look. Here's the thing. If I had backed the proton pack, I would 1,000% back this. This is amazing. I love, like, when you watch the video. It granted no sound, but it has all the sounds from the movies. It does like the PKE lights. It's amazing, and I really wish I had a lot more money because I really, really want this. Like, I have the original, like, 1980s, like, plastic version still of my trap in a box. This when I think HasLab, I think either, like, sadly, either G.I. Joe vehicles or like cosplay stuff, and this is amazing, and I love it, and I want to be able to back it, but I can't.
Next,
It looks cool. Where's my Ecto 1? This is what I was waiting for. This is what I was expecting. I have no interest in this.
I think it's awesome. I'm in the same boat as Bobby. I didn't back the proton pack. I would have loved to have, but I don't have anywhere to put it. And then of course you had to buy the wand separately,
Which is stupid.
Which is stupid, but I think it's on sale right now because Hasbro's doing like the 20% off all their Halloween stuff, and it was on the list. But even more so than the proton pack, like, I love the idea of the ghost trap. Like, that, for some reason, I've always loved the ghost trap, and I've always loved, like, how it works, and the foot pedal, and the way the doors open, and, you know, the PKE meter is just a nice little bonus at that. But the detail, the level of detail they go to, the amount of, like, care and love that you can see that they put into it. Like, am I backing it? No. I'm just too far deep into other lines and space and everything else. But I think that it's fantastic, and I wish I did have the room and the extra cash.
It's just so awesome. Like, there's so look at that. Like, it's just, you have to appreciate the attention to detail. It's just like, I love, like, one of my favorite scenes from the first Ghostbusters is the ballroom scene when they're trying to get Slimer.
Yep.
Ghostbusters is one of those films where I don't have to watch the film. Like, I don't have to be watching it. I can, like, talk along with it.
Yep. It's in my top 10. And
same.
it needs 10,000 backers, and it's already at 8,300.
Wow.
Is it really?
Yeah, the proton pack funded really quickly too. That's why this was a shoe-in. 18,000 for the final stretch goal. I don't know. Maybe it seemed high to me when I first saw it, but then I remembered how quickly the other one funded, and
right, good call.
Yeah,
it may hit.
I see a lot of people in chat really like it, and I love Ghostbusters. If you got the proton pack, absolutely, this is a necessary thing. You have to have it. You have to. But I was hoping for a 112 scale Ecto 1.
The only reason I would, who wasn't it Mattel who did the re-release of the 80s Kenner Ghostbusters, or was that Hasbro?
It was Hasbro, but it was basically the same molds from the 80s.
Okay, so what's Hasbro? Okay, I wasn't sure. So yeah, so that 1/12 Ecto 1 actually would have been a really badass HasLab. But I think what they know with the success of the Proton Pack, this was just a no-brainer for them.
Yeah, I don't think an Ecto 1 would have funded, maybe. I don't know. I mean, listen, Ghostbusters, top 10 movie. I absolutely love them, can quote them, could watch them all day long. I don't own any of the figures. I never bought them.
You don't think an Ecto 1
I have my
with stretch goals to make it different from the first movie and second movie wouldn't have funded? Really?
No, because I mean, if you look, like all the original figures, they shelf formed, they went to Ross, they went on discount, they killed the line. You know, they could have had a lot of fun with the line and done ghosts, and like there was a lot of potential. And I don't know if it was studio rights or whatever, but it kind of got squashed and wasted. If you look at it, it kind of feels like a pattern. Like I was all in on the Indiana Jones Adventure line, and that quietly just sort of went away. And there was so much potential with that one, but then you hear all the stories of like, no, they won't let them make a Mola Ram figure. They won't make it like. So I think if they tried to stay in the 112 world, which they've already very much exited, I think it would have fallen flat. And I think I'm happy to see this. And it wasn't people were joking, but I wouldn't have been shocked if people were like, if the reveal was, hey, next series of Magic the Gathering is going to feature some Ghostbuster cards in like the packs. There's going to be 10 cards amongst all the packs. And or, you know, the next Dungeons and Dragons campaign. So I like what they did. I think it works. I think it works within the realm of what they know is successful.
Okay.
I'm not saying a 112 Ecto wouldn't be badass.
Yeah.
I saw that comment about Eagle Moss had one, and apparently the company folded before it finished. Holy crap!
Yeah, but I think they're back. I don't think they ended up going under. I think they got saved.
Oh man, I saw that Eagle Moss thing, and I just killed the nearest living thing if that happened, man.
Yeah, double check. They were going away because the dude behind Toys That Made Us, Brian Volkweiss, he's a huge Eagle Moss collector, and I think I saw him post something that like I think they sort of came back from the brink.
Gotcha.
All right, guys. Whiskeys, Bobby for Ghostbusters.
Oh, for 5.
Wow. All right.
I'm not backing it, but it was great presentation.
No,
100% understood.
Awesome. So it lived up to that hype that they had. Jason?
I'm gonna go along with Bobby. The presentation, everything looks great. Though I'm not backing it, I will not deny it looks fantastic. I
love that. I love that you guys are respecting it just because you're not getting it. You know, it's awesome. Spec?
Same thing. I'm not getting it, but it's freaking amazing, and I give it a 5.
Cool. I don't know shit about Ghostbusters, so that's it. I just don't. Hey, do you know like how many hobbies sports? Like it's a lot. It's a lot. I can only do so much. Do we have any parting words for 1027 and MCM London Comic Con? I think on Wednesday we'll have more of the Matt Cohen shooting the Galaxy reveals, more digital stuff, better stuff to look at. Who knows what we'll talk about on Wednesday, but that's likely. But as of now, what do you guys think? Final shots. I'm going to go around the room, rapid fire. Bobby, overall for the weekend for Hasbro, what are you thinking, bud?
3. I mean, 1027's it's fine. We had some cool reveals, but it's kind of pointless.
Cool. Spec.
I'll give it a 4 just because of the G.I. Joe stuff. I felt that 1027 was pointless last year. It didn't feel as pointless this year because at least with the Joe stuff, it felt like we were getting a little more, plus the Ghostbusters HasLab and whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's just I don't.
You gave it a 4?
Yeah, I gave it.
Okay, cool. And then Jason?
I'm going to go ahead and give it a 4 because I do feel as though it was more UK based and it was something that they felt could be their own. I think that is something good within the fandom. I'll go ahead and give it a 4.
Cool. and I'll go 3.5 overall. I think G.I. Joe was 4.5, and the rest was like in the 2s and 3s or whatever. But overall, a great weekend for Hasbro. G.I. Joe is the most popular brand right now that they got going on, and as a G.I. Joe centered show and centered fans, we've got to be thrilled with that, right? I mean, overall, and then Marvel Legends is kind of, they're hanging on, but they just came off a great HasLab. So, you know, there's not a whole lot to be upset about, but it wasn't like, it's not like a PulseCon or Comic-Con or anything, or Yojo June or anything crazy where we're going nuts. But it gave us enough for a 3-hour show. We got 30 seconds left. So I just want to say bye. This was episode 142 for Bobby, David, and our tremendous guest, Jason X, man. You're like the sixth man off the bench whenever we need you. Would you love to come on the show? Because I can see you being a more frequent part of this.
I had a blast talking toys with you, brothers.
Awesome.
Same.
Seriously love it. I would absolutely be ecstatic to come back again sometime.
Dude, I mean, you felt like a toy kind of mood to me. I know you got a whole nother thing going on. I ain't trying to start no controversies, pulling and wheeling and dealing. And hey, I don't want to get fined for negotiating with free agents that aren't free agents yet. But
you
man,
met Cass, you don't want to mess around with her.
But yeah, no, that's true. I did. But yeah, you know what? This was an awesome weekend, and gotta thank you guys for everything. And I'd be stupid not to mention this, because I mean, I worked hard on this thing. Go watch it. So it's Spy versus Spy, a toy kind of mood. It's Chuckles versus the Baroness, Tomax and Zaymont, the Crimson Strike team. So go check that video out when you get a chance, maybe tomorrow when you wake up. But in the meantime, this has been a toy kind of mood 142, and we had a blast, and we'll see you guys always in the toy aisle. Or HasbroPulse.com, right? See you guys later.
Peace.
And where is this? Like, we have all this new stuff.
It says closure. Close the show.